I heard something pregame that blew my mind, guys. I can't wait to talk about it.
What's that?
We'll talk about it when I get live here.
Okay.
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great Thirsty Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday. What am I sitting here thinking about? We already are in with my man. Are we on Game Times or Prime Times? Whose channel are we on?
We're on the Wish. It's Game Time.
The Wish.
Like
okay. Shout out to Game Time. That's over the 700 club. He's part of the 700 club.
Yeah.
Going for the 800 there. Shout out to him. We are just kicking off here, and Trevor Lawrence is on. And I was just saying, let me say hello to Joanne Gonzalez, to Lady Libra. Let's see what other ladies. I'll get back to you in a second. I heard something, guys, that blew me away. Pre-game. I was telling you guys I was running in and everything else, just trying to get this thing set up. I turned on Amazon Prime, and I was listening to the pre-game. And they started talking about somebody who's had the most turnovers since they've been a starter in the NFL. And so I immediately thought, okay, are they talking about Dak Prescott? Because we always hear about Dak Prescott's interceptions, right? You know, that's the thing that's been played up. The Dak Prescott, because nobody else in the NFL has turnovers but Dak Prescott, right?
Yeah, it's only Dak.
It's only Dak.
Else is fine.
Okay, but then I said, well, wait a minute. The Cowboys are off, so they can't be talking about Dak. And I said, they must be talking about Derek Carr, right? Because we know Derek Carr's ass. But they were talking about Trevor Lawrence. They said he's had 45 turnovers in 42 games, the most turnovers since he has started the NFL. How could that be?
Yeah, man.
They don't talk about that.
I feel like if I argue this, I'll argue on the opposite side. Then you'll want.
No, but here's the thing. Okay, so Trevor Lawrence has more turnovers than Dak Prescott has. Then, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he supposed to be a No, he was the number one pick, generational talent that they said, right?
Well,
but he's going to the number for the worst team in the NFL.
Oh, okay. But wait a minute. Hold up. But don't they say that elite quarterbacks elevate the teams to win?
Well,
isn't that what they say?
Right?
That they make the teams great. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, he needed a little TiVo magic as well, too. And that's in the end of that season in order to get him to that playoff. But
in which case, they had how many turnovers in the first quarter?
Yeah, quite a bit. In all from him. Yeah, exactly.
Well, this is where I always say, listen, there's only one Pat Mahomes, and then what you have is football's a team game. You know, if your offensive line isn't doing the job and you have to force stuff because your speed in your head is sped up because you don't have time to throw. I'm not making excuses for anybody, but I think you got to make an excuse just as much for Trevor Lawrence as you would for Dak Prescott.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't make excuses, but nobody will give any excuses or reasons why when the Cowboys lose.
Well, because
okay, wait a minute.
So you're also talking to Cowboy fans that are more.
No, but wait a minute. So Dak Prescott had 3 offensive linemen out. His defense gave over 200 yards on the ground. He only had 1 interception, and people blame Dak.
No,
I was literally at Walmart yesterday getting some stuff for dinner, and I saw a guy wearing a Cowboys, I was like, damn, I'd like to have that jacket. And I was like, there's one of my people. How about them Cowboys? And he immediately said, if we get rid of Dak, maybe we'd be something. And I was just like, damn. I wasn't expecting him to come out the box with that. I was like, damn. That hurt my soul as hard as he came out with it.
Yeah,
it's like, does he know me or something?
It's like you look at a lot of these NFL teams. I mean, if you think of a lot of their starting quarterbacks were usually high draft picks because they needed it, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time that we've been picking, we talked about those Jason Garrett eras, and those are 8 and 8s we weren't picking top of the draft. And the one time that we did pick the top of the draft, it was Zeke Elliott that we picked. So it's like we've never really had that quarterback from the beginning to really compare, other than what Troy Aikman last.
But Troy Aikman was ass until we got a team around him.
Exactly.
What up, Jay Smooth? What up, Coyote?
There's Gina Dallas Diva. What's up, Gina Dallas
I think Trevor
Diva?
Lawrence will be all right in a few
Listen,
years.
yeah. See, I'm not the guy
He
to.
won national champions.
Yeah, I'm not the guy to bash a guy to promote another guy. I like Trevor Lawrence. He's
I'm not.
on a rough team.
You're missing my point, though.
He beat the hell out of our asses, but getting
Well,
back
Noah
to
Brown
that.
Double
did.
standard. You're talking about the double standard, Mark. I understand.
Yeah,
No, Noah Brown.
Okay, then explain this one to me.
like the Dak Prescott thing. They're gonna say, and I heard it every day on my lunch chat. I hear the same thing. I hear the argument is now it's he can't get out of the divisional round. He can't get out of the division. I don't care that he scores 40 on the Eagles. He can't get out of the. Okay. So we need to shut that narrative up, and then we go and play the way we've been playing, regardless of the win against the Chargers. That's what's frustrating. Can we get on?
Well, here's my thing, and I've been thinking about this real hard. I think if we're gonna keep Dak in the pocket, then we need to build a line for him. I mean, if he doesn't want to run, I mean, I understand why. He broke his foot.
What makes Dak special, Loyal, is him extending the play.
Him not saying, him not blurting stuff up to the media. That's what makes him special to me.
He's a humble guy. He's a nice guy. I mean, but I think they need to build around him to make him be more successful. And they haven't done that with all the offensive line problems we've been having. So if we can get a good offensive line.
Speaking of Trevor Lawrence,
people wouldn't be saying the stuff they're saying about Dak, but that's what people fail to realize is, he throws all these interceptions, but half the time he's running for his life.
Right.
Because linemen, I mean, let's face it, Tyron Smith is a shell of himself. Hall of Famer, stuff like that, but he's not the Tyron Smith of old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, Coyote says he is in year 8, not 9, and he has played 6 full seasons minus injuries. I hate when people say he has played for 10 years and crap. Listen, I'm just telling you what the narrative is. I'm not saying that's what I believe or anybody in here. I'm just saying that's why they're going to throw it out there. When you talk to an Eagle fan or you talk to anybody that hates Dallas, they're going to go, dude, he's in year 9, and it's like, okay, I mean, it's hard to argue with that. But getting back to what Loyal said, what makes Dak special is being able to extend the play, waiting for that receiver to come open.
Mm-hmm.
That injury is making him sit in the pocket, and I think that's where you get hurt the most. Usually you get hurt.
Touchdown Jags.
Yeah.
Okay, let me answer somebody's response here because they said,
What up,
I don't remember Troy Aikman being ass. Okay, let me give you a little taste because Troy Aikman's rookie year, started 11 games, 52% completion percentage, 9 TDs, 18 interceptions. Second year, started 15 games, 56% completions, 11 TDs, 18 interceptions. Third year, started 12 games.
Do this now.
Well,
if he would have came to the NFL now. Ooh.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. His third season, 11 TDs, 10 interceptions.
Yeah, that's shit.
Could you imagine if that had? I mean, okay, we're talking about the first 3 years. Now, his fourth year, he ended up playing in 16 games, 63% completions, 23 TDs, but still 14 interceptions. That's the only season that he had 20 or more touchdown passes. Now I get it; it was a different era. You had
now as we use that same narrative, why was he getting all those interceptions, and why was he getting knocked out of the game all the time?
When you had the great wall,
He didn't have a line like Trevor Lawrence. He was a first round. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of similarities there, man.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson was smart enough to get players in there to help him be successful.
Oh man, he was smart. He revolutionized. That's why.
Yeah, but you want to hear something funny though? Now check this out. In 1994, 13 TDs and 12 interceptions. That's Troy Aikman's numbers. 13 TDs, 12 interceptions. In 95, it was only 16-7. And then 96, it was 12-13.
Free guy, that was correct.
So that's and I'm not trying, and believe me, I'm not trying to trash Troy Aikman whatsoever. But if you got Trevor Lawrence who has 4 turnovers in his first playoff game and has more turnovers than anybody else in the time he started, I'll be honest, I didn't know that because they don't talk about that on the shows. That's all I'm saying. Because if we brought him here and he was doing that and it was Dak Prescott, we'd be killing him, wouldn't we?
Well, you would.
Right? But then the perception is, oh my God, if we only had, Trevor Lawrence, we'd be fine. I'd take Trevor Lawrence over Dak in a heartbeat.
We'd still need a line.
And again, and I agree, we need a line, but people don't give Dak quarter on having a bad line. People don't give Dak quarter on a Noah Brown who tipped the ball up so the Jags could win the game. And I say, well, Trevor Lawrence beat Dak Prescott. No, Noah Brown beat Dak Prescott.
So I guarantee you, if we took Jalen Hurts and put him in our team,
he's not going to win the Super Bowl.
More. He wouldn't be as good as he is right now.
No.
I mean, I gotta give Philly that. Philly has a great offensive line.
Oh yeah.
And
Totally
until Cowboys
got good
realize
backups,
that
too.
and stop trying to think about the salary cap and think about winning,
It's one of those things where once you get you got to build from the lines out. That's what you do. And we thought we had a good line. I think it'll get better as the year goes.
Losing Frederick
it's
out
like
of
a
nowhere.
car. It's like a car. You gotta have a good engine. You can have a nice car, nice rims, but if you ain't got an engine, it ain't nothing.
Right. You ain't got no gas in it.
Yep.
Troy was way better than Dak. Let's not compare. Oh, okay. Well, hold on for a second there. Okay. How about this? How about we give the all-time leading running back to Dak Prescott? Let's give the Great Wall of Dallas to Dak Prescott. Let's give the playmaker right there. Just get Jay Novacek right there and give him Alvin Harper. Okay? And then let's see how Dak is. Let's see if Dak is ass with that. Sure. Thanks.
Yeah, speaking of ass, there goes David Carr incomplete.
Hot dog.
But
Thank you.
Jay Smooth says,
Wife made some hash and eggs.
Question: do you think the Eagles lose to Miami?
Yeah, right below it I put very much yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I think that if the Eagles can get pressure to Tua, Tua's injury prone. And they got a good front. And they're going to be up for that game. It's going to be at home. It's a Sunday night game.
Oh, definitely.
That's so like anybody's strategy.
Miami better be extra careful because they're going to put game plan for them. And they're going to look to shut down the cheetah. So
yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Who
do they have to shut them down?
Secondary wise,
they don't have anybody.
Brad Harris says Troy had pinpoint accuracy. I agree. I'm a big Troy fan.
He did. Oh man, amazing.
I got Troy there.
Those Pro Bowls.
I got Bones, my boy Bones.
But like every quarterback, he's got warts too. He wasn't perfect every play.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was pinpoint. He wasn't taking over games. You look at his average; they weren't very high.
Well,
so I mean, he was I don't want to say it, but kind of like the bus driver. He was
a bus driver who was
really good.
Accurate.
Deadly accurate, yes, exactly.
But it was kind of like the best of both worlds.
And he had a killer mentality.
All right, but hold on.
You want Brett Favre without the Brett Favre-ness, without the gunslinger. Because sometimes it helped you, but most of the time it did.
All right, but one last note here for Cowboy fans that are killing Dak. Troy Aikman had 165 TDs and 141 interceptions. Not my words. That's facts. Okay?
But again, you're talking from a ground-up organization. When they brought him in, they were literally a college football team. They were horrendous. So a lot of those losses came early on. But it is what it is. But to me, it's more of a testament to Troy that he was able to overcome all the concussions, all the sacks early on, and yet still stay in the pocket. To his detriment, take just look at the hits, man. If you guys take a look at his hits on YouTube, just Google it.
Oh my God! There was no unnecessary
It's
roughness.
scary, like some of the hits that he took, and no
I guess
wonder
those
he's.
constant red eyes, man.
Well, I'm thinking that's probably him and like what he has to do now, because usually that type of stuff heals the brain, So, anyway.
Okay, let me be clear here. I didn't say this to sully Troy Aikman's career. The reason I bring these things up is because people, it's not the same, okay? It's not the same what you hear about. You would think that Dak Prescott is the worst quarterback in the history of football, and the Cowboys are just doing a charity thing, letting him play. This is Make-A-Wish Foundation, and we're making a wish that Dak Prescott gets to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. And it's not true. We keep expecting things that aren't even conceivable. They'll say a franchise quarterback will elevate the team to win. Well, okay, then how come Justin Herbert hasn't elevated his team to beat the Cowboys? He's lost to them twice with Dak Prescott, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll move on. I'm sorry. It's just these things just are funny to me sometimes.
Yeah, you're ruining this Jags and Saints game. How dare you?
I'm sorry. Yes, I know everybody's. It's actually starting off to be exciting.
All right, listen, guys. It's been good. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so
I got a question for you. Game time. Game time. There's a person there asking, what should we do in the bye week? Who should we sign? And like I said, it just depends on cap board. There's a lot of players that I would say we could go get, but we won't pull the trigger. Well, what's y'all's thoughts?
It has to be a bargain.
I want a big running back or a cornerback. I mean, that would be my, just somebody that I could feel comfortable putting in there. Yeah, but I would be a big runner.
Yeah, you know what? I'm hearing more rumors.
Yeah,
here's my OBS. I'm hearing more rumors than there needs to be at this time. At this time of the year regarding Patrick Surtain. Why Denver would be wanting to trade Patrick Surtain? But I heard it yet again today.
Oh, they're going to ask for a first for that.
Well, that's fine.
A couple. Right?
Well, no, I don't think anybody's giving up the two number ones.
No, not anymore.
We can sign Trayvon Diggs.
I don't know, man. He doesn't.
He's good, but you're not getting more. You ain't getting two number ones for him because you've lost 2 of his years. So he's you still got.
He's still on a rookie contract.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
2.5. I still think he's worth
I'm not saying what he's worth, but what they'll get.
Ones.
Yeah, I don't.
I heard rumors about James Conner.
That one.
I mean, if we're talking about need, we're talking about need,
offensive line,
it's cornerback, it's linebacker.
We got the running backs.
The one that interests me was the Derrick Henry one. That'd be the only one because that one would give us that guy and complement Pollard
the red zone
and his style. It would be amazing.
Especially since
it would honestly. Since the deterioration of this offensive line and really with the coaching staff that's behind it, I really think that's where it's at.
And since Mike McCarthy likes to run up the middle every time.
Yeah.
Wise Music.
He'd be running up the middle. Oh, my God.
Shout out to Wise Music, man, becoming a tailgate member. I actually have to go downstairs and get my bucket and my notepads so that way I can enter you guys in the drawing. Shout out to Wise Music. If you go to the community tab, there's a link in there for members only to our Thrive site, so that way we can get you your stuff.
What?
Yeah, so you're going to get a football, a set of 4-shot glasses, a mini rack, and a holder for the shots glasses for pours. So shout out to you. Appreciate you, bro. The Derrick Henry one definitely would be one that would intrigue me. He's got 2 years left on his deal that are voidable. His contract is $16 million for this year. Of course, Titans are going to have to eat part of that one way or the other. He's averaging 4.3 yards a carry, and I think he's got about 439 yards. Mike McCarthy, as we saw, how many times did we say
stubborn.
Mike McCarthy is going to run it up the middle again and continue to try and run up the middle with Tony Pollard? That's not Tony Pollard. You got to get him the ball in space. And if they keep running Tony Pollard up the middle, he ain't going to last the season.
But we got Luke and we don't even use him.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
That's what I don't understand. We signed this fullback and we don't even use him.
But that's what I also feel about when people hearing Jerry Jeudy, and you're just like, dude, we don't even.
I agree with you, Philly D.
We can't use it we don't. We have weapons and we can't even use those correctly. It's just,
Did you see where Stephen Smith actually called him out because he was behind him acting crazy or whatever? One day I was like, man, yeah, we don't want him. He's just an emotional wreck.
Oh yeah. Steve Smith. What
Yeah.
he was doing.
Not
Yes,
Stephen
yes.
A. Steve Smith,
Yeah,
the
Steve
receiver.
Smith. Yeah.
Well,
I remember
Called
that.
him out.
I think we'd be okay
Steve
with
Smith
our.
had to be like, he was pretty calm for Steve Smith,
I think we'd be okay with our receivers if we used
Garrett.
Brandon Cooks and CeeDee Lamb more as opposed to Michael Gallup.
Tolbert, I'd rather use the
Okay,
Anything would be an
please-
upgrade over Michael Gallup at this point.
Please explain to me why Michael Gallup got 10 targets. He only came down with 3 receptions, and Brandon Cook
That's
got
the one
4.
that threw it to him, though. That's my concern.
Yeah.
Well, here's my thought process on that. I think that they figured that they knew CeeDee Lamb was going to get double teamed, and they knew that Cooks was going to get double teamed, so that would give him Gallup more opportunities, but he dropped the ball,
A lot.
and that's.
I
don't know
hear
what to
you,
say
but
about
I
that.
just think we need to get the ball into our playmakers' hands. We finally got
Thank you.
to Brandon Cooks, and you saw the speed just on the
He
one
wasn't,
play.
and he wasn't open in that play. Was that a no look pass by Dak?
Basically,
Am I wrong? He was looking one, and he threw
looked
it that
off the
way,
defender, not that he
and he just
left.
threw it up and let Brandon Cooks go make
Yeah.
the play. And
How do you think he's feeling?
Now, on that play, back up though for 1 second. On that play, did you see the block that Tony Pollard made? That was Zeke S.
Yeah, I did.
Had he not made that play, Dak's getting killed.
But, I agree with you. Absolutely, that was a hell of a block. But
He shouldn't be the one doing that all the time.
Well, I mean, that's
I
the
don't
running
mind
back's
that.
job on that one. Your job is to
Back
pick up the blitzer.
Gallup.
Yeah, he's just talking about more of the type of.
Well, getting back to Gallup, I don't understand why.
Did the Saints recover?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they did.
I don't
Popped it out. I don't know
why
if his knee was
Gallup.
down. Go ahead.
Jay Smooth, you heard anything else on Deshaun Wright coming back? I haven't. Have you guys?
I hadn't heard that one.
He's still back.
No, that's
Yeah,
out.
it is.
That's out way before his knee is.
Yeah.
That is a
Should
fumble.
have stayed down, man. Should have stayed down. That was a good punch
Somebody was asking, who do I like better, Dak or Tony Romo? I like Tony Romo. And quite frankly, the same thing I'm doing for Dak, I was actually doing for Tony Romo, because he used to always say that Tony Romo was a choker and couldn't do anything in December. But if you actually look at DeMarcus Ware's numbers and the Cowboys' defense, by December, they weren't anything near like what they were before. And at the time, Dak Prescott had more comeback victories. Of course, they would say, well, if he hadn't fallen behind, of course, early, he wouldn't have to come back. It's like, oh, God. Some of y'all, it doesn't matter what you say. They're going to have some kind of comeback that's, still to say it's still
If I
not
had to
right.
pick one or the other, I would go Tony slightly.
I
right
like
now.
Romo. I do.
I would go Tony slightly right now. He had less. He would turn the ball over. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But Tony could read a defense. That was the one thing. He could get to the line of scrimmage. He would make mistakes, but in his mind,
He could improvise better.
His body is what really failed him.
at the end.
Was eye contact. I mean, both the things that Dak and Romo both did.
But he
is
broke
when
our
they threw
hearts.
The ball,
Tony
the-
broke our
the-
hearts.
The defenders knew exactly where they were going to throw because you knew exactly where their eyes went.
Yep.
I mean, if they put like a tinted visor on, or
Well, that's
something
one
like
thing I
that,
noticed about Dak last game that I was really concerned about. He was staring
staring
down receivers.
Derek Carr is
the
bad.
defenders knew exactly where he was going to throw.
I'm sorry, Derek Carr is not a good quarterback.
Okay, see, here's the problem that I've had for this thing. It's like I was a big Romo fan because he gave me hope compared to all those previous quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening was that we, instead of using this money for top guys and riding those guys and then finding these undrafted guys to fill the rest of the roster, instead of being the guys leading the roster like a Miles Austin and all these guys, and they were hurt all the time. Why do you think they weren't top of the draft?
Oh,
Why
wow.
do you think so to me,
Wow.
those guys had to be more of the
The Jaguars are
complimentary
trying to
guys.
give this thing away.
They're going to throw an interception.
Yeah.
here?
That
No.
was crazy. His own player got in the way. Like
Wow.
an idiot.
There's a punt. Is it on the punt?
It was on the
It was a
punt.
punt, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let us see it.
Yeah, and the thing that bothers me is Jerry Jones. He
God.
puts on a show in front of the cameras.
I
He was
agree,
sitting there
Glimmer
talking
Man.
to Jimmy Johnson, and
Oh,
Oh,
he
man,
still
that
insists, "I'm not
that
going to put him in
bothers
the
me.
Ring of Honor."
That bothers me so much. Yeah.
That's why-
Angelica
that's why I'm
Barone.
talking.
Hello, Angelica. Blocka, had to disagree with you, bro. Romo, 2007, the Dallas Cowboys had 13 Pro Bowlers, including 3 All-Pros. He had one hellacious team in 2007. Yeah.
And by the end there, he had a heck of a team as well. And that's the reason why Dak was able to come in and have a really good rookie year, is because he had an offensive line, really good offensive line that, they could slow down the game. They could use Zeke more. Didn't have to rely totally on Dak.
You mean
that
the same
game, again,
team
I think
that-
you pointed it out on yours was
Yeah.
that if without Dak in that game, they don't beat the Chargers.
Here's what's interesting, though, about that team that Dak Prescott took over. Tony Romo, 4-0. I'm sorry, 3-0. 3-0. No, 4-0.
It was in the preseason when they went out.
No. The 2015 season.
You
We
talking
won.
about after
No,
the kick?
I'm sorry. We won one game without Tony Romo, and that was with Matt Castle. So you ended up having Brandon Whedon. You had Matt Castle, who was a Pro Bowler at one time, and you had let's see, who was the other quarterback? Was it Kellen Moore? I think it was Kellen Moore that played, and we were 1-11 with those games that Tony Romo didn't play in. So
That was your Des broke his foot, right? He broke his foot in like week 1, and that was it. Then Tony Romo got hurt against the Eagles
right.
the second week. I remember that.
Glimmer Man said, had Tyron not straight missed a block, then Dak hits Fergie wide open down the seam.
Yeah,
He
and
also
if
said- yeah.
and also too, if Gallup doesn't drop a touchdown pass, the game's busted wide open.
I think too.
And if the officials didn't miss a bad call, hands to the face on Jalen Tolbert, this game would have been a blowout.
Yeah, well,
That was
you know,
bad.
What
There
was
was-
annoying about it? They were throwing officials flags at an alarming rate.
Well,
But
there,
yet
and-
that was the one point that they didn't
Yeah.
call the flag. Yeah.
Well, there was a third down. I think there was one third down where our guy gets right into the backfield, about to sack him. All of a sudden, he just goes by him. He doesn't go by him because he chose, because he got blocked in the
What's
back.
up, Johnny Payne?
and then he
How
got
are you,
pushed
brother?
back behind him, and then they throw and it's incomplete. But then they call the flag on the other side for some kind of like offsides thing, and I'm like, oh my god, here we go.
Speaking of that subject, Phil, what do you guys think of Micah Parsons? I don't know if it was just me, but it seemed like every play he was moving way too fast. He was moving so fast that by the time he got around there, that it was
take
easy to
himself out
push
of
him
play.
out. He was
Yeah.
like running past the quarterback. The quarterback would just move up.
Yeah, and there is no stop once he gets to a certain point and kind of come back, to
He
try
kept
to
trying
see
to
if
run
maybe
outside.
He
should've
would
tried to
go and then they would
inside.
collide with Lawrence or somebody on the other side.
Yeah, he'd
I
get
saw
pushed
that a
out.
couple of times. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's where you got to have the pressure in the middle. If you get the pressure in the middle, the quarterback can't step up, and he's going to feast all day.
Yeah, and that's what happened, because Micah Parsons kept running outside.
And they
He
would
wasn't
open
running
up.
inside. He was running
but he's
out.
so fast that the other guys are already a little bit behind in their play, so
Yeah.
they're not pushing up the field as much as if he would. Again, he's amazing. It's just amazing speed. Unless you're going to bring him come like a dart, like
Gina
an arena
Green,
football or
what's
something.
up?
It's kind of wasted in that spot at those times.
Yeah, Glimmerman says in 2016 we had one of the best O-line setup, but didn't have the defense. It was always something. You remember with that? I always go back to that Romo versus Peyton Manning game at home, where
Our secondary sucked.
where we scored 50
Five,
points, but we
yeah.
had no defense. It was just ridiculous. Romo was going throw for throw. It was just very, very.
Yeah, we've just gotten one stop on the defense. Okay.
Yeah, Castle was definitely a mistake. He stunk. He was ass.
Dwayne Sweeney, how are you doing? Sing, how are you doing? Lady Libra.
Ask me when Dak's career
Philly D, what's up?
Romo was the original Houdini. How many big defensive players did he leave whiffing and throws
That's
a bomb?
true, man.
to?
I always think about that.
J.J. Watt
J.J.
one.
Watt's one, yeah.
You know, that's it. You know,
It's
Yeah,
7-0.
had all the
7-0
tools except
Jaguars.
the bod. Yeah,
And
Romo did not have
second
a-
and goal for the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr back. Derek Carr trying to buy some
wide open,
time.
has a lot of time.
Lot of time.
That's
And
Overthrew it out of bounds.
out of bounds. Had a guy open, threw it way. You'd need Dwight Clark to catch that one. Good God.
David Carter.
Crazy Corvette, what's up?
yeah. Byron B. Cowboys offensive line sucks, but the Giants O line sucks harder.
That's another one that people don't talk about too much that seems to be not doing too well and got paid. Daniel Jones. I'm feeling a little salty today.
We were hoping for that, man. Trust me, we were going all year.
Well-
Me and Brian were like, I want him to get paid. I want him to get paid because, that sucks up their salary cap. That's okay.
God, that was a terrible pass. Derek, oh my
I'm a
God.
little bit behind you guys, so I'm not.
I'm old enough to remember people said that the Cowboys shouldn't pay Dak and they should just trade for Derek Carr.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. Are we honestly going to say that Jameis Winston is that much worse than Derek Carr?
No, that's a flag though. But yeah. Yeah.
The pass is terrible, though. You have to go ahead and go over that guy. You got to go for the
yeah.
pylon.
Yeah, I agree.
Alan Williams, what's up? Marcus Blackman.
Oh, look, that was my.
I like how Dak rebounded this week against the Chargers.
Yeah, you're right. It was messed up.
I hate to say it, but San Francisco, I think, is that mental block.
It's everything blocked. Points blocked. It's all that.
Yeah. Point. Yeah. The Glimmer Man says our defense is trying to stay on their assignments and in the run lanes first. We weren't getting any pressure, but stopped the run and had consistent pressure. Made the play at the end was nice. Yeah, it was like they were playing too conservative.
That's why they need the offense to score, man. That's part of their game plans for the offense to do something.
Yes.
But the offense isn't putting up their end of the bargain,
That's the thing. That's what was making it early on.
Because of Mike McCarthy's bad play calling.
Well, the offense putting points on the board helps your defense because then it forces the other team to have to play a certain way, and that's what you want. You want to be able to rush the passer in known passing downs. Now, I mean, we couldn't get there at the end of the game either, though, for the most part, in my opinion.
When it
Our
mattered, I
defense-
guess it did.
Yeah.
No,
they did, but it was ugly, man.
Dude,
They were
Lawrence was
making
just
a lot
like
of plays.
the silent assassin. He was killing a lot of plays, quietly.
Who?
Lawrence, D-Law.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had a huge game.
He had a great game, and it was.
Everybody wants to crap on D-Lo.
I was
but
very
he had a big
disappointed.
game.
I've had those
offense, though.
moments. I've had those moments where I've done that.
And you know what I think? I think that the reason why, and maybe it's just me. I just don't think that Mike McCarthy has the confidence in our offense yet to do what he wants to really do, because he's trying to keep it conservative by running it up the middle
What
and
up,
doing this.
Kiana? How are you? I
stuff.
see you going back and forth.
It kind of reminds me. Here's
Thank you.
the problem. You don't run your offense in the preseason, so you don't know who's running what. So now you're using it like Dan Quinn, and you're putting people in different positions, doing different things and you're seeing if it works. You're trying to use the beginning of the season as your preseason to see what's going to actually work. And unfortunately, that's the problem with installing a new offense and taking the preseason off. So boom, there you go.
Yeah, well,
There you
I
go.
had said that about our offense, and I was like, oh, you're making excuses. You're couching your pick. I just had a feeling this was on the table
Yeah.
that we were going to struggle. Now, we came out the
I thought
box.
we do
but
better than this, but man.
we didn't really come out of the box offensively. We came out of the box defensively, which made our field position and everything, but we were still not good in the red zone, even from the beginning of the season. So now it's just Arizona has put a blueprint out there. And Cleveland also, you put a blueprint on the Niners. Brian brought us, laid out how to beat the Niners, and the Cleveland was able to play the defense to do it. Where Dallas chose not to do that type of defense, and maybe we don't have the pieces now that Diggs is gone. Because Diggs' injury is really affecting this team. And it's bad that we're that beholden to one guy, but I think it shows you how good the player is. So in the end, it's like, well, that's a good signing because he's that good, you know? In my opinion. What up, Regina Green? How are you? Froze? Are we froze?
KC, we are
Just
independent,
all
strong,
still.
personality,
Yeah,
laugh out
that's why
loud. Lola, what's up, Miss Hot Sauce? How are you doing today?
Yeah, I think we definitely got to get our tight ends more involved.
Oh, my God, yes.
I mean, but they keep, as soon as they drop a pass, they abandon it.
They got to get
They say-
themselves involved.
Still
though.
young.
They need to
that's
get
why.
involved, and they
Yeah.
need to work them. I don't know what they're doing in practice, but they need to get them, the fundamentals of catching the ball or something, because we have good-sized tight ends. We just don't use them the way that they should be used.
Dem boy
it's-
kicks. Well, first Kirk Morgan says 4-2. I'll take it. And Dem boy kicks follows up and says exactly my point. We should be happy. Listen, I'm very happy to be 4-2. I'm only one behind where I thought we would be, and I got ridiculed when I said the Eagles were going to lose to the Jets with Aaron Rodgers, mind you. In my mind, they've never lost to the Jets in the regular season.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers goes down, and they still lose to the Jets. I'm fine. I just, in order for us to go anywhere, we need to pick up our offense. That's all we're saying.
Well, I heard rumors that Aaron Rodgers might be coming back before the season.
Yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
spiritual healing. Yeah.
So, I mean, I heard rumors, and that maybe that's what they're
We'll see
thinking
how
in the
that
back of
works.
their head. If we can hold on just long enough for Aaron Rodgers to get back, so maybe that's what they got them thinking.
My
know,
thing
man.
is this: if you're going to win that many games to get into the playoffs, and you have a young quarterback playing good, right? Or is it your defense that's going off? Aaron
Yeah, I don't
Rodgers
know.
may be able
I-
to physically put on
Yeah,
a
but I don't-
uniform, but
I don't
Wow.
think it'd be smart. Yeah.
I don't know. It all depends, I guess. Wait
Well,
and
this ain't
see.
the first time. Y'all remember before where they said Aaron Rodgers was out for the season and he came back early.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
then
it
Achilles.
wasn't. I don't think it wasn't an injury like that either, though. Too. It's like I think that was actually something in his throwing.
Yeah, Johnny Pena
He got
says
smacked into the ground like one of the collarbone ones.
Gallup needs a wide receiver camp right now. LOL. What's up, game time, fellow Cowboy Nation? Did you guys see me? Because it seems like we're dropping off.
They're like, we're not covering the game. How dare you?
Yeah, we're talking about the Cowboys in the bye week. What's wrong with us? Okay, well, right now, here it is. New Orleans keeps getting opportunity after opportunity, and they've only gotten 3 points.
Yeah, they're a shell of themselves.
Let's see.
Like we're dropping off.
No.
Maybe you're skipping around. For this.
Nope, you're still on there.
Hope it gets back up. Yeah, so I mean, I think this bye week comes at a great time. I still believe that there should be 2 bye weeks in a season, but I also believe there should be a bigger roster with as many games as there are.
Alan Williams, what's up? Thank you for the super chat. And Brian Joseph, what's up? Do you agree with the
Thanks,
Schoonmaker
Coles.
pick was a waste? The guy ain't done nothing. I don't think second round picks, it matters who they pick.
I don't know.
We're just
Mark,
cursed
but,
with second round. And although
everybody's back.
we got time. Because remember, he did not, he had the problem with his foot. So he wasn't really there for training camp in the off season. So, give him some time. I'm not ready to throw him out, and I'm not ready to throw out Mozzie Smith, but we're not getting a lot from the rookie class right now.
Yeah, we're not.
But this goes to, I don't know what it is about second-round picks. Sam Williams, I thought for sure was going to be a player. His size, his speed, his strength, his aggression. I said, man, this guy's got all the tools to be. I mean, he's 6 foot 6'4", 5".
I'm disappointed in Sam Williams and like in the
He just gotta
highest.
control his
Freezing
emotions.
now and then here as well. David, I'm getting some weather, that's coming in here, so I don't really know what's happening, but we're back up again.
I mean, we got all these dogs, but you don't even hear them. They just disappear like Dorrance Armstrong.
Yeah, where's
Fowler.
Dorrance Armstrong?
They're not hurt.
He had a sack that I don't know.
Everybody had sacks against the Giants and the Jets, but since
I
then,
thought he was making a play. He made some kind of play this past in the Chargers game.
Or was that Fowler?
It was like a third down. It was like a third down one.
Glimmerman.
You
All
want
right, thanks, Glimmerman.
second-round picks are killers for us. Let's start from 2011.
Let's trade them.
I'm all for it. I am
My
all
whole thing
for
is we
trading
have a
them.
very young team, which a lot of these
Fleeficker
guys
back,
are
nice
in their
play.
third or fourth year, and
Close to first down.
Now we got rookies. Are we taking out those third and fourth year guys to put these rookies in? I mean, that's some of them second round guys. Are you going to take Ferguson out to put Schoonmaker in? I don't think so. Kind of, you're going to take Hankins out, which is a veteran that kind of helped our team last year. Change what we were doing wrong. Not 100%, but definitely added to it. I just think there's better guys. Osa, you're not going to take Osa out to put Mozzie in. So, I mean, there's a combination of things. I think if you can, again, I think I had to go with Loyal Cowboy when he says this. You increase your offensive line, you increase the talent that they go against every single day. Boom, now your team gets better.
It makes football a lot easier.
Yeah, and I'm not saying take the starters out, Phil. I'm just saying that why not rotate them? I mean, in certain situations, rotate them, get their feet dirty or whatever, and kind of gradually get them involved in the game.
I think those comes out.
That's what
Trevor Lawrence, first and 10 at
they're just keeping them
47.
on
Who are
the
we talking
sideline.
about? The backup linemen like T.J. Bass and
The Mozzie Smiths and all those guys.
Trevor taking off, running, picking up the first down all the way down to the 25.
It's just one of those.
There's a flag.
It's okay when you're up by like 20, 30 points, but are you going to rely on Mozzie Smith to know what to do and not be a learning experience when it's 3rd and 2 and you need a stop? So that's those kind of things, So,
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
But I mean, I would put him in if it's a running down, and I want to put Mozzie, Hankins, and Osa in there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And then, why not put those guys in there in those situational football times? But yeah, it's just I think situations. They're right now. I think these coaching guys aren't even putting these guys that we have as starters in position to make plays. I like how Fowler's been playing, but I kind of feel like he kind of disappeared this last game, and it had nothing to do with his play.
Yeah, I see somebody put in your comments, Mark, that they were talking about the Eagles signing Julio Jones. To me, what's he going to do? He's just going to be a decoy. He's a shell of himself.
I said this earlier in Brian's broadcast. I'm sorry to jump on the guy, but it's not. Is he better than our receivers? Is he better than your 4 and 5?
Touchdown Jags.
Yes, he is
Touchdown
better.
Jags.
He's a better wide receiver in your group.
Yeah.
Jalen.
He's an improvement to Quaz Watkins and things like that, but he's not what he used to be. I'm curious though, Game Time, since you are in the belly of the beast, what's the mood up there in Philadelphia right now? Are they scared little bitches?
No, they aren't. They're annoyed at their team, but they fear nobody in the NFC East. And let's face it, why should they? The Giants are horrendous. Dallas can't seem to do anything. I mean, Dallas is winning record-wise. Dallas is there a game back, but even me, I'm a little frustrated. I'm a lot frustrated with how it's just ridiculous. And then you got Washington actually playing pretty decent.
They're Jekyll and Hyde, though.
Yeah, but they are not worried about anybody else but themselves. They dodged a bullet with Lane Johnson. He may or may not play this week, but it's nothing long term. Now they're getting Julio, and everybody's, we got Julio, and I'm trying to warn people, but who knows? I mean, can he catch a ball in the red zone? I'm sure.
Yeah, but
Seems
Lane
like they
Johnson,
could
he's
use
been
their
like their
piece.
Zach Martin for us. He's been like their consistent. So without him, they're a totally different team.
Yeah, well, I'm a little worried about Zach Martin because now we're seeing some chinks in the armor.
Yeah, he
You
kind of
know?
got
I
pushed around
really
a
think
little
it's
bit.
coaching.
Well, I dare
Some of it
say,
no, but
that the Eagles need to start worrying because now they're actually playing some quarterbacks. They got the Dolphins this week, the Commanders who took them to overtime and should have won that game. They got us. They got the Chiefs. They got the Bills. And they got the 49ers.
they got
That's the next 6. And then after that, I think it's, let's see.
division.
Hold on. Then it's the Seahawks. So after us, it's the Seahawks. And then they finally get a breather with the Giants, Cardinals, and Giants. If their defense plays like it's been playing against Pat Mahomes, against Josh Allen, against Tua, and against us, shit. I don't see them going better than 500 on the stretch of the next 8 games.
Well, if that's the case, then
And am I crazy? Okay, let me say again. Miami Commanders, Dallas twice, Kansas City, Bills, 49ers, and Seattle.
I think it's going to be tough. I think they've handled, like, for example, they handled the Rams really well. And the Rams are always iffy. Obviously, we know that.
The Rams
can't
traded
put a lot
away
on
half
there.
their team in the offseason.
But they can be a handful at times. But that is a tough stretch. Again, this is the Bills. What did the Bills do against the Giants, man? Like they're up and down as well too. Those other teams have their moments, and obviously, if it was at the end of the season where Kansas City normally goes on this winning streak, maybe I would put that as a guaranteed as well. But I think it's going to be really tough. That I don't think they make it to 500. But man, if they win those close games like they have been against tougher teams, I mean,
Trucker's
that's
life.
getting
What
them
up,
ready
man?
for the
Shout
playoffs.
out to Trucker's Life, man. How you doing, buddy?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while. That's all I was saying.
I thought Julio Jones ran off with Antonio Brown. Oh, man. Yeah, they both cray-cray.
If OD
Vibrating
says
higher.
there's-
They barely beat the Rams. Right. They barely beat the Rams. And the Rams, again, they got rid of Ramsey. They got rid of wide receivers left and right. Cooper Kupp had just gotten back. But, hey,
I'm
what do
a
I
little
know?
surprised that we won the game, guys, because our MO, like when the Eagles lose, or at least last year, was not taking advantage of that, and we actually took advantage and got the win. So I'm happy with that. I just hope we come out of the bye.
Yeah, I'm really
more-
surprised with Mike McCarthy kept running the ball up the middle.
I don't
Here's the
understand-
thing. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna
Like, we
play.
need tempo,
I'm gonna play
people.
devil's advocate on that, though. Here's the thing that you have to look at because Mike McCarthy, believe it or not, the exact same score was what we beat them by the other time, 20-17.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Now you looked at that game and you said the Chargers' offense is not doing anything against our defense. The way we lose this game is if we make mistakes. And so that's where he kept it to the best. Maybe he ended up being too conservative. I think the pendulum, like Game Time always says, swung too far. But he looked at it and said, the Giants ended up not getting those points before the half, although they didn't have a timeout because they ran out poor clock management. He's like, I'm not going to take that chance. We're going to take this field goal, take a lead into the half, and then come out here and just play. My defense is playing good and shutting them down. The only reason why the Chargers were in that game was that punt that gave them 7 points easy. Other than that, they did not really. And the first drive, after that first drive, the Chargers' offense wasn't doing anything. So he was playing it close to the vest. The last thing we need to do is give them some momentum and give a turnover. Now, I think it's too conservative when you play against some other teams, but you look at the Jets beating the Eagles, low-scoring defensive battle. You look at San Francisco getting beat by Cleveland, low-scoring defensive battle. And scoring this year across the NFL is down. So he's coaching that style to say, these teams that are out here high-flying and turning the ball over are losing. Right? When you've seen Josh Allen throwing 3 picks, they're losing.
Hurts last week.
Yeah. Now that hurt me trying to defend Mike McCarthy. I want y'all to know that.
Well, they were saying expect more flags coming down the stretch because the NFL is not happy. Scoring is way down. The unders have hit at an alarming rate so far this season. Points across the board are down. What made the NFL popular was points scored.
Chicks dig the deep ball.
So expect a lot of ticky-tack fouls coming down, which to me is what's killing the game, in my opinion. What's killing the game is
Taylor Swift is killing the game.
Flags.
Yeah.
And it could easily be for us, when you look at Parsons and how he's constantly being held, from the back of the jersey, front of the jersey. It's one of those things they just don't call. That bothers me a lot. But of course you'd have to slow it down because it's most of the time you're going to have to hold him when he's coming crazy.
Carr is so bad.
Here's my thing.
Oh my God. That should have been a pick six. Jeez, flip.
I just think that with the Micah Parsons and stuff like that being double teamed, that would be more opportunities for other players, and they're not taking advantage of it.
Wow.
Other players, Sam Williams.
I mean, they are making good. Don't get me wrong. D-Law and Hankins and all them, they had some tip passes and stuff like that, but they just got to capitalize. Go in.
As an Eagle fan, you fear no one. Okay. All right, Kevin.
That's what I'm getting. I mean, listen. They watched us, play. They're not fearing our offense right now. I'm hoping we get our act together. We play them in 3 weeks.
They didn't fear the Jets either. So I mean.
Yeah, right. They didn't fear the Jets.
You don't have to fear to get your ass beat. So I mean.
Well, for me, I'm sitting there looking. To me, them signing Julio Jones. My first response was, "Is he playing D-back? Because that's where they need. That's where they really need some help in that secondary."
I was not scared of Arizona, and look what that happened, man. That was bad. Like I knew what they could do, and there would be counter against us, and I thought they could find some success. But I didn't think it was going to be that much.
Now Julio in his prime used to light us up.
Oh yes, many times, definitely.
But the Julio now, no.
I almost remember that against Terrence Newman or something. Like,
oh yeah,
like that's
Terrence
how far
Newman
back.
Like,
no one fears the Eagles, especially after losing to the depleted Jets team. You know what was funny though? When we beat the Jets, how everybody was like, "Oh, they just beat the Jets, man. They didn't have Aaron Rodgers, right? Yeah, didn't they?" Now we're talking. The Jets, they're a good team, man. They're a playoff team. Wait a minute. We beat them. They were ass.
And they have less defensive guys than they did when we played them.
Yeah.
They've had
they
injuries,
didn't have Sauce.
So,
yeah, 2 of their starting quarterbacks were out.
So I mean, it was a tougher defense then as well too.
Is that Miami game? Is that in Miami or is that in Philly?
No, it's in Philly.
In Philly,
unfortunately.
Well,
I don't know. I think my gut's telling me that the Eagles will probably beat Miami.
They could.
That's what I'm saying.
Some way. I don't want them to. That. I want the Dolphins to win, but I just think that Tua.
I'm sorry. I see
pressure on him. He's a different person.
But you know what? I just don't see it though. I'm sorry.
I didn't see the Browns beat
Tyreek Hill.
Either,
Tyreek Hill is a totally different beast out there. And I can guarantee you Miami will be up for that game.
But they're going to try to blitz the hell out of.
Got a good running game.
Try to get the two of it so he can't throw the ball.
Yeah. Got a lot of weapons. And McDaniels is actually really good at attacking teams with against their weaknesses. It's not just
Elena is saying, Brian, Mark's live stream keeps cutting you off your stream. Something's going on. I don't know what's happening.
I'm cutting you off your stream? How am I cutting you off your stream?
That's what somebody's saying. Oh, whatever.
I'm only on your Zoom. How am I cutting you off?
Yeah, Reaper, that's why I got rid of Eagles defense this week in my fantasy for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's fine. It keeps going. I keep laggy. I don't know. I've never had this issue, but it is what it is.
It never happened to me
500
before.
on the Dolphins.
Damn.
Okay.
It hasn't really.
Brad Harris top. I'll put 500 on.
Yeah, on the Dolphins. You go ahead, Brad. You rolling like that, huh?
To win.
I think the Eagles are going to win. I call the Browns beating the 49ers.
I just don't see the Eagles laying down is what I'm trying to say. They're going to put up a fight, Sunday night game in their house.
It'd be great if it was a blowout in their house.
Oh, yeah, I'd love it. But
Yo, I got tip in here? No. 14-3, man. This is Saints have had chances, but nothing, right?
Because Derek Carr is ass, man. Derek Carr stinks, man.
He only gets 4 games out of the whole year, and this is not one of them.
No, but the thing is, people are always talking about, oh, Derek Carr, man, he just needs a defense. Pfft. He's got a defense. He's got weapons. And I was just like, you realize he had, Devontae Adams last year in Oakland, right? Excuse me, not Oakland, in Vegas. You realize he had Josh Jacobs, for a running back, right? You realize he had Hunter Renfrow, right? Okay, you're telling me you couldn't win with those guys? Seriously? Okay. And Derek Carr is running back out on the field.
Nobody on the Eagles can cover Tyreek or Jalen Waddle.
See, that's the problem.
They'll triple team. They'll drop a linebacker
but
back.
It doesn't matter. He's like
he's still faster than all 3 of them.
I would not put Dallas winning against Miami either right now. So don't make it seem like I'm picking against you because you guys are Eagles.
December?
Yeah. Oh,
It's
trust
brutal.
me.
We got a brutal schedule in December,
including going to Buffalo.
Yeah, we got Buffalo, Miami, Detroit. We got it brutal, man. We got to start winning all of our games. Because December ain't going to be pretty for us if we don't get our stuff together.
Interception is coming. Game time froze again.
I don't know what's going on.
You might be overloaded on your internet. When that happens on mine, I usually have to reboot.
Oh, we're going to go gadget play. There's going to be a gadget play because we got the other quarterback in there.
I see. Why can't we do that?
Hold on. I'll be right back, guys.
Yards he had after carry.
I'd say Cooper Rush doesn't.
As soon as we throw the ball to our running back, he gets tackled. But Alvin Kamara, he seems to be able to know where to run.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't stop his motion to catch the ball either. It's like, it's like with him, he catches the ball looking, and then by the time he's secured it, he's already turned and going. While our guys are catching, okay, let's turn. Let's see what lane do I go down, and it's like finding a. An old person at a buffet.
He did a little German suplex on him, got a penalty.
Here we go. Let's see it. Boom. Yep, there it is.
Stupid play. Oh, yeah, damn. And he was there. Oh, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you did, bro.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
The Jaguars are trying to give them this game, but the Saints can't seem to take it.
I don't understand. They got Lavier. They got the receivers, but they just don't know how to get the ball to him.
And he has a lot of time to throw. If you see him sitting there, he's passing.
Rob A, I didn't say that. Tyreek Hill gets shut down by Stephon Gilmore. But Tua might get stopped by our pass rush. Maybe. We'll see.
We just got to come inside. Don't try to run outside. Just go. If you're going to run inside. Block them on the inside.
F. Glover asked, do you think the Cowboys will actually make any moves before the trade deadline? You know, I don't think so. You know, it's always one of those things. You know, Jerry Jones, of course.
If the price is right,
P.T. Barnum.
I could say yes, just because it's been different.
But a lot of these players, especially Denver, they're not looking for this chump change. They're looking for picks. So
Just depends on how close you feel you are.
yeah.
And you know them, they're not going to like spend it all on just some guys getting paid 16, 17 million a year either.
I'd love to see him get some players.
3rd and 3. Let's see. Watch Derek Carr throw an interception.
You need somebody that's like their season is just tanking, and they're not kind of like where Colts were at that point, where they're just like, look, we need to start
throwing the double
developing
coverage,
the future, and see what we have. You know, getting a guy like Gilmore out of here. It's going to be something like that.
If the Cowboys could get Derrick Henry for a reasonable trade, yeah. I would rather
How many games do you have Henry, though? Because you know he's injury prone.
Well, right now he's been healthy so far this season.
Yeah, they could use him. Like I said, he'd be great in the red zone. I'd love him in the red zone. You know, but we got players that we don't even use in the red zone. Right, game.
But at the same time, it's just one of those. Hey, the game is on the line at the 4-yard line. Who would you rather hand it to? Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn, Tony Pollard, or Derrick Henry? You know, it's kind of one of those. Yeah. The name changes a little bit depending on the situation, and you know, if it's on the 30-yard line, are you gonna give it to Derrick? No, well, maybe not as much. I'm gonna give it to Tony in some space and Deuce, and those are the type of situations I want to see them used correctly and not just. Oh, I'm going to use him because I don't want the defense knowing that I'm going to, not run up the middle with Tony because Tony's in there. It's like, it's just becoming a chess match that he's not even using his guys correctly because he's trying to use them for something else as a decoy.
F. Glover says Gallup has been extremely disappointing this season. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Even more than normal. And I like Gallup. I still think. Even if you keep him, it's just the price tag that he comes with now. Even if he's still better as a 5th or 4th or 5th receiver. He's getting not that type of money. So that's the problem that I have.
And I think with the right coaching, Gallup could be a better player. But all the drop passes because he's getting all kinds of opportunities. CeeDee Lamb's getting triple teamed. There's no reason he should be dropping the pass, but he is.
I hate to say this, but he has been going downhill since his second year.
Who's that?
Michael Gallup has. Steadily since his second year was a great season, and you looked and said, oh, my God, he's going to be one of the elite receivers. But it has just been steadily just downhill. And then, of course, you've got the injuries on top of it, and it's just kind of like we're expecting to see him as like, a 900,000-yard receiver. I don't think he's ever going to be that again.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to. I mean, if they keep targeting him like he is, I mean, maybe.
He's like Noah Brown pretty much right now. He's doing the same thing. Tip passes, all this crap that he don't need to do.
Well, that's why I think, guys like Tolbert, Brooks, for example. Brooks, in those same situations, is Brooks coming down with how many of those balls? So, you're seeing a lot of young guys that we've seen be able to do well in this offense, but we just haven't seen them out there because, I think salary cap is getting into the way of some of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Ugly game, people. Ugly, ugly.
That 4th and 3 pass by Derek Carr. Jeez. It's not like they
haven't put any air under it. That's his problem.
It's not like they haven't had some chances. They just can't convert.
You put no air under it,
Them boy kicks. Swift makes Philly better. Sanders was too small. Buffalo took Tua's first read away.
Yeah, he's definitely a better running back for them than Sanders is. But the fact is that they started finally, we were even saying that they needed to utilize them, Quit running your, we're trying to run the clock down. Well, quit using your quarterback, man. Use your running back. And so they finally started doing that, and then bam, he breaks out for like 174 yards or something.
Yeah.
Well, Gallup had one good game, and that was the Cardinals game. There's my buddy Demario Davis.
I
God,
didn't think anybody had a good game that game.
I agree. I'm sorry,
JJ
Mark.
should have
I
held
can't
back
answer your thing.
on his contract instead of paying him after he got injured. Yeah, Michael Dana. I
Yeah.
never thought they should have gave him. I mean, they
Well-
wanted a deal. How's that deal working out for you?
Jason says, I don't like Mike McCarthy's play calling. Dallas has Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks and other playmakers. I agree that I think they need to give him opportunities. They just stick to Gallup and hope for the best. I'm not saying
Donnie says, I'm disappointed in D-Law to this point. He has flashes of greatness at times. However, he just doesn't seem to move at full speed. D-Law's actually having a great season.
I think he's having a great, yeah. Yeah, there's some guys on there that are definitely having a good season. Osa, good season. He's definitely changed. I mean, he was pretty good before, but it's a little bit more consistent now.
Yeah, we're missing LVE. I'm anxious to see this player that we just signed. See how he.
Well, we'll see him after.
Rashad Evans.
Yeah, the
my
guy
whole,
from.
My whole thing is another Falcons, another Falcons, another Falcon. It's like, dude, Dan, can you just go somewhere else?
Oh, wow. That's got to be a flag.
Yeah, there's multiple flags on that one.
Because they didn't let him catch the ball. They ran into him.
Kind of like how the Chargers did us. And they just took
they literally body slammed the guy into him. That was the craziest call ever.
Ooh, oh, yep, that was definitely their.
Look, the guy ran into him before the ball got there.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
He put his hands up.
He had the left hand up.
Why couldn't they give us that blessing against the Chargers? That was the same thing.
Because we them boys. Remember that.
I mean,
don't give up on Gallup yet. He is healthy, but needs to get his mind right. Yeah, but unfortunately, here's the problem. You know what would happen if that was Bill Parcells or other coaches? Get him out of there for a while.
Sit on the bench.
Go sit on the bench. We can't keep feeding you, and 10 times and you only come down with it 3 times. I'm sorry, you just can't. Move D-Law to defensive tackle. D-Law is not big enough to be a defensive tackle on a regular.
We need a dumpster full of gravel, like you said.
He would.
Mark.
He would get injured a lot.
We need a fat boys.
Mm-hmm. Hope Gallup gets better. There was one ball where he hit it right in stride last game. The ball, he has to be. It has to be caught. That touchdown has to be caught. And fortunately,
even there was a little pass interference in there, but he still, should have caught that one. Then there was the one that was a little bit. The one that actually Dak ends up running it in. There was that one where you're like, it was a little bit out of his reach, but again, it's just you should have been able to bring it in, man. You had your fingers on it.
Yeah.
What is going on with the Saints? They get opportunity after opportunity, but they just can't find the end zone.
Because they're playing like.
It's because Derek Carr is ass, man. I'm telling you. You can tell I'm not a Derek Carr fan. He's more like a car crash. 3rd and 6.
This is where he scores a touchdown and looks at the screen and says,
"Fuck you, Mark Holmes." Nope. Check down.
Dink and dunk pass.
Check down.
Go for it. I think you got to go for it.
Well, they went for it last time and ended up having. Oh boy, I bet they're killing him right now on Twitter.
It's weird because he used to move the ball. It's not like he was always this bad. It's not act like, he wasn't
going for
this bad.
Or they're going to try to draw him off sides.
Yeah, you're right.
Here you go.
When they are a legit 3-3 team, because you don't know which team.
They got a first down.
But it's still
They're
it's a
They're
Dallas
like
pass.
they're 500 on each play. How about that?
Yeah.
The moment I start picking games, because I'm like, well, it's the Saints, and then they come out 35 to like 17 or something like that. Like, what the?
First and 10 on the 22. Gets 2 yards. So what do you think about the Olympics?
There is no juice, man. Yeah, I think that's why the internet keeps cutting out. There's no juice in this game. It's just it stinks.
The Amazon games on Thursday remind me of like the XFL and USFL. Like, it's just not there. You're missing something, man.
Yeah, Michael Dana brings up a cool point. Did you see Jerry Jones and
Jimmy before the game?
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, and then there was something on Facebook that I saw that was like, oh, congratulations for the Ring of Honor. I was like, wait, what? So I had to look. And I was reading everywhere, and I was like, no, man, get out of here.
Jerry Jones just wants to be relevant. That's what it is. That's why any opportunity he gets, anytime they say Hard Knocks, sign me up. He just wants to be relevant. And if he could talk to Jimmy, just have a conversation with Jimmy Johnson, make it look like he's going to do the right thing. But we know he ain't going to put him in the Ring of Honor. He don't have any desire to put him in the Ring of Honor. He just wants to be relevant.
Well, he's going to go in the Ring of Honor, but it ain't going to be right now.
Be after Super Bowl.
He even looks slow.
Here we go, 4th down. I love it. He stretched it like you're going to stretch that ball out 3 more yards, bro. Oh, shit. So what do you guys think about flag football in 2028? We're looking to dominate. Pat Mahomes, quarterback. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
Olympics?
Yeah, flag football. Micah says he wants to play.
Yeah.
The NFL is encouraging the top players to play.
In the off season,
2028 Olympics. Olympic flag football.
It'd be like the Summer Olympics,
is getting to be candy ass. We got all kinds of bullshit sports in the Olympics.
Oh, shit.
What's that one where you ski and then you alpine skiing kind of thing where you like ski and then you
shoot
a target?
That's actually hard, but I mean,
that's been there for a long time.
At what point is that like you?
I mean, you're playing table tennis. Yeah, you got these. Now, don't get me wrong; it's exciting to watch. But come on,
Olympic shoe tying.
I'm surprised they put pickleball in the Olympics.
Like Jackson.
But no, that's coming.
Pickleball
is you know it's gonna come.
It looks like fun, but yeah, whatever.
That curling is exciting.
I could just see it now. Okay.
Well, they're gonna put. Maybe they put Madden in there.
Come on now.
You're going to see esports in there, yeah. Exactly.
Oh,
if
boy.
any of our players play in the Olympics, they're probably going to get hurt because they always get hurt in practice.
Micah Parsons has already said he's ready for it. Everybody just went quiet on that one.
Get ready for sacking the quarterback, buddy. You get ready for lining up on sides. Yeah, that's what the problem is with Sam Williams. Sam Williams can't line up properly. He can't go through a game without having a penalty. We can't rely on this guy.
Unfortunately, it's the curse of the second-round picks. Listen, 2011, Bruce Carter.
I agree
bust.
with you, Michael Dana.
Galvin Escobar, 2013, went to Miami. DeMarcus Lawrence, okay, that's a winner. Randy Gregory, 2015. Jalen Smith, 2016. Awuzie, 2017. Connor Williams, 2018. Tristan Hill, 2019. Diggs, that's a winner. Kelvin Joseph, 2021. Sam Williams, the jury's out. And Luke Schoonmaker. For whatever reason, we're below 20% in hits on second-round picks. I don't know what it is. We're good on first round picks. But damn, we can't do shit with second round ones.
Walt Garrison died.
Yeah, that was.
I know, but he said he died in his sleep. That's a shame. Good way to go.
They put in Madden. I'm training tonight. Sugar Daddy says, Reven S. Hey, Mark, what did you win the other day? Email me and let me know. Reven, you've won so much stuff. Just tell me what you want, and we'll send it to you.
If you just tell him once a month, you'll just save him.
I mean, seriously, Reven S.
And then he can just ship them all at the same box.
There you go.
Schoonmaker will be okay. I like Hendershot. Glimmerman.
Yeah, well, Rob, hey,
where
Rob.
did he go?
Rob, you can pull out the Taco Charlton, which was a bust. But Rob, take a look at your first round pick since Lane Johnson, buddy. Take a good look. You haven't had too many winners up in there either. We've got a hell of a lot of winners in our first round picks. I'll say like Micah, Mozzie, Tyler Smith. We'll see about Mozzie. I will say CeeDee Lamb, the guy that you guys wanted. Oh shit! JMU and Marshall. Is it McMillan? Is that one on? Is that game on TV?
Yeah.
JMU and Marshall. JMU 13-2. Here's what sucks for JMU. JMU has been balling. Jay Smooth, shout out to you. They moved up to FBS level, but because you're a first-year team, you're not eligible for bowl games.
Yeah.
They're ranked 25th in the nation.
I think it's like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. They're ranked. They're 6-0.
I would say some of them can go up to like 6 years where they can't.
Yeah, but they are 6-0 and have been balling. I mean, they beat like UVA, for the first time since 1983. Although they haven't played since 1983, but they own their ass. So shout out to JMU. They've got homecoming next weekend, which is one of the reasons why I've been down here. We're gonna have some friends of ours coming over to the house after the game.
Robbie, there's a lot of things you're saying that can be so counterpointed in so many different ways. You losing in the Super Bowl doesn't make you a winner, okay? You making it to the division round and not, losing, it doesn't make you a winner. So don't put that. And I saw what you said about Micah Parsons. I know Micah Parsons is a great football player, but you think he's a crybaby on his podcast because he's telling the media guys that hit a nerve with that he should that they should bring that same energy against other teams. I don't know. And then you got Acho actually doing a breakdown of Myles Garrett today. So I don't know, man. I think they should be covering other people. There's a lot of people out there, and I don't think every 10 minutes. Brian and I were talking about it. It shouldn't be like the weather on the news. Like, okay, well now it's 10 o'clock after the hour, 10 minutes after the hour. Now for your Dallas Cowboys thing, no, man. You talk about the other teams. There's 32 other teams up there. Give everybody like a minute or two. You can talk about every single team the whole hour. So it's to me it's drawn by themselves. Oh, I can't believe that we're always talking about them, and then stop talking about it. We haven't done anything. They haven't been relevant since when, but every single time they're constantly talking. It's like, it's not us bringing it up. It's not us going on other people's chats and talking about Cowboys and how we rule. And no, man, it's just like, this is Cowboy Nation. And of course, just like anything, you're going to have a whole bunch of people on your team that tells you you're going to the Super Bowl every single year. Mm-hmm. And that's the one that the media wants to kind of focus on. Those guys yelling it in the front with the face paint on. So I mean, here we know we're a playoff team. It's just, what can they go in the playoffs with? We have a train wreck on offense right now. I don't think anybody can disagree on that. I mean, we have potential to be better, yes, because what? You can't get any worse? I don't know. Can you get worse, guys?
You can get yes, you can get worse. Yeah. You can be a 3 or 4 turnover a game team.
Worse about it feels like it doesn't really feel like they're anywhere near 50%. So I mean, to me, I think this offense needs to help this defense out a lot more. The special teams, we need to get some kind of spark out of them. I love the fact that we got a kicker, guys. We got a kicker.
So Mozzie is not a first-year success. He will be a Hankins can do
3 and 4 years.
A pre-game Chargers game. I like him. Yeah, Hamid. Nobody brought up anything about Mozzie, Carter, and Jordan Davis.
Well, let me ask you a question, man. The guy that I want, is Wanye Thomas, man, and I, you don't hardly see him on the field, but when you do see him on the field, the defense does better. Kind of reminds me of like a little bit of a Bob Sanders in the sense of a kind of changing the stats, not like the hitter or anything like that. What do you guys think about the secondary? I mean, are you guys happy with the rotation of how it goes? Do you think Bland should be on the number 1, Gilmore on the number 2? Who should be the slot? Should Lewis be in the slot?
Good question. Third and fourth, just Trevor Lawrence. Boom.
No, I guess nobody thinks so.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, listen, everybody's been talking all night, so I just shut up.
I've seen our secondary make big plays, and I've seen them do bad plays.
Wanye, yeah.
Jordan Davis is not having a good year. I mean, not Jordan Davis. See, now you got me thrown up.
Mozzie Smith?
Jordan Lewis.
Oh, Jordan Lewis. Okay.
Jordan Lewis. He's not having a good year.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I mean, he gave up that touchdown. I mean, he wasn't close on it.
I have no faith.
I've seen Gilmore get burnt.
So. Yeah, Gilmore gets burnt across when they go across the formation. That's where he tends to get beat a lot.
Well, if you're subscribed to Game Time, Brian, you would have definitely heard this, that Gilmore is not a Batman. He's more of a Robin.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's fine as a player, but teams are taking advantage of him now because he's, just like you. I'm not going to even go there, but I want to go there. But there's another team locally.
Oh, look at the fake. Sorry.
That is dealing with the same issue, but they still have both of their corners. They're just getting toasted.
I agree, Jason.
But yeah, so he's not very good.
Gilmore was banged up too. You could see the blood. He had a bloody knee. Mm-hmm. He was beat up that last.
Nobody makes me bleed my blood. Nobody.
Okay. All righty then. All right, Jags
with the first down.
Jags trying to get another score here.
Punt. Yeah.
I mean, I think almost every single position can improve in some
Brad
way.
Harris. How many doesn't even know who Osa is, let alone think he's better than anybody else? Osa's very good. I'm not saying he's Carter.
No, but he's definitely improved each year.
Take the punt.
Here's where I feel better, at least. I'm going to say that I know we only scored 20 points in that game, but the offense definitely did some better things. Getting Brandon Cooks involved for the first time, you need to go to Brandon Cooks a lot more than 4 targets. You've got to. I hope.
I blame Dak though, because he's the one that's letting go. Listen, he's the one that's letting go of the ball to.
Yeah, that's true.
Michael Gallup. I don't care what they're calling. Have you guys seen Dak get to the line of scrimmage and say kill, kill, kill? Have you heard that yet this year? I haven't heard it. I have not heard kill, kill, kill. And him doing this and all that. Mike McCarthy has neutered Dak Prescott and overcorrected. Mm-hmm. Now, Mark off the air made a couple things. I know what he's talking about, but I'm about over Mike McCarthy. I'm just telling you guys. I'm just telling you right now. I am about over him.
And to add to what you were saying, Game, is I think part of the reason, too, Dak is throwing to Gallup so much is because all these other defenders are focused on Cook and they're focused on Lamb. So, of course,
but guess what?
Open and
they still coming down with the ball. They still coming down with the ball. They had 11 targets and 11 receptions.
I am not going to worry about the interceptions from last year when I keep saying time and time again, hell of a play. Time and time again, all the obstacles we dealt with last year as an offense towards the end of the year regarding our quarterback. We didn't have 3 of our offensive linemen, okay? He had a friggin' broken thumb. He missed 5 games, comes back with a screw. And I want to see Jalen Hurts do that.
Screws.
I want to see he missed one game, you lost it. Or 2 games. So, I'm not worried about the turnovers from last year. I want to see my quarterback play the way he's capable. My problem was
dropped.
when we got into a big game against a good team, things changed.
I don't know.
That's where the issue was. That's a play.
I look like that was dropped. Looked like he didn't have control of it. Sorry.
Maybe they
Held to
kept
be
the ball
confident,
hits
but
the
he is
ground.
so small. He needs to run and
Yeah.
get space.
Maybe.
Who are we talking about? Hard to be confident when he's so small.
Exactly, Clemente, what you're saying. Dak should be targeting the tight ends. I agree. I mean,
See, I don't.
they're there.
These guys need to catch the ball, though. You know, that's the problem with our tight ends. We're lucky they haven't been picked
I
off.
think that his arm's underneath of it.
I think the tip of the ball hits the ground, pushes it back up into his arm. Hold on, one kind of motion.
He threw to Hilton for 3rd and 30 in the E-girl versus the E-girls.
Pushes it up.
I just want to see Dak take over this offense a little more. But, you know, Michael, I want to see Tolbert on the field, and I want to see Jalen Brooks on the field.
Well, how many times were we
I
talking
don't want to
about
see
him
Gallup anymore.
pulling that option, and then he finally did it, and there it was, wide open for 18 yards. So,
I mean,
we don't want him running every single play, but we you need to break it play down. I mean, you need to be able to extend it a little bit, let your guys run around.
what's going to make you okay? What's the one thing will make you concentrate more, run better routes, catch the ball, fight through traffic? If you're sitting on the bench losing reps, and that's what Gallup needs to do. Stop babying this cat, pull him out and let him watch, and puts a young kid in there with some spunk. I don't know why we have all these. I don't know why we activate 4 running backs if we're only going to run 2 of them.
Right.
I don't know why we activate the 5 receivers and we're not getting them on the field. This is a West Coast. Let's roll them. Obviously, CD is going to come out on occasion, but he needs to be in there and Cooks. But we need to get Tolbert and Jalen Brooks in the game. The hell with Michael Gallup and the hell with Jerry Jones. Do you want to win? That's what cracks me up. Michael Gallup is not getting it done. So you could watch. I'm not cutting you, but you ain't getting as many reps. You sure as hell ain't leading our team in receptions.
Yeah.
So it's just ridiculous, people. I'm a little frustrated about the whole thing. And we won the damn game, but we got lucky. Let's face it. Because now we're hearing that Herbert is really, really not 100%. His shoulder is bad, and his throws look like it. He probably shouldn't have played. So if you look at it from that perspective, thank God he was hurt.
Was he?
Because there were some wide open people.
Or was he worried about getting jacked up?
So you're saying you just think that we need more separation?
We need to get the young guys in there.
See, there, Brian, there you go, doing what the talking heads do. So you're giving
a
excuse.
fact.
If you're out on the field, hey, then you shouldn't be out there then if you can't play.
But I'm just saying, we barely beat a banged-up guy. You saw the bad throws. They had guys running free, and he was missing. And you were, I know, I was with you. He was missing them. We talked about it.
And we had a freaking coach that kept trying to run up the middle with a running back that had 31 yards and running into a stone wall.
I'm already on record. I'm ready to move on.
So we were handicapped by our coach then.
Yeah, we were. And he don't like coaching in Dallas, or that's part of being, being the head coach of Dallas comes with more responsibilities. But then don't take the friggin' job then. Don't take the job if you can't handle the media obligation.
Derek Carr fumbles.
Fumble. Oh, we picked it up.
They picked it up and picked up some yardage.
I'm just tired of this weak mentality that this coach has.
Well, Kellen Moore didn't do any better.
In the regular season, he did.
No, I'm saying yesterday on Sunday, Kellen Moore didn't do any better.
He did not.
Did you look at that and say, God, we made a mistake not keeping Kellen Moore after that game?
He might have out-yarded us, though. I could look that up. Let me look that up. It was close.
Oh, boy.
Don't be yawning already.
It's been a long day, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
Go back home tomorrow.
Jay Smooth, what do I think of the tight ends this season? I don't think they're that good. I mean, they got potential, they got size, but they can't hold on to the ball. That's my opinion of our tight ends.
Yeah, you got to earn your spot. It's the NFL. If you keep dropping balls, then you.
I don't think it's as bad as you guys think. Like, maybe they're catching probably 2/3. Is that what you're thinking? And those ones that maybe at 1 out of 5 they drop, and then that one seems to stick in your mind because it was a touchdown or something like that. I mean, when I look at Ferguson, he took a hit over the middle from a safety that Dak let him out. He held on to it. I mean, there's been a couple of times where they've hung on to that ball. So I have to say they've been better than just average. But yeah, they've definitely been disappointing. Because you need to be able to rely on your tight ends as a quarterback. That's your safety blanket, and that's what he felt with Schultz. I mean, I don't like Schultz, and I think these guys that we have here are better, but he doesn't have that confidence in him. Remember, Schultz was double covered, triple covered, and he was throwing it. It did not matter because he had that confidence in his tight end. He just does not have that with these guys. And it's going to take some time, but unfortunately, it's just we want to see it instantly.
Well, the good thing is we got the win in spite of it.
Yeah, but I just think it's been key times. I think they've dropped it in key times.
This is about as ugly as offense as I can remember watching.
Yeah.
And
I will agree. I would definitely
agree. Quite some time.
It's frustrating.
Very frustrating. It's like, man, we don't have a shot here in my mind as I'm watching it. Now, it did, that's why I said Dak's got to get back to old Dak. I'm not saying run to run. Stretch, roll out. You got to extend the play. Let your receivers come open. That's when we had the big plays. If I see another pass being passed behind the line of scrimmage, I mean, it was alarming how many balls were thrown behind the line of scrimmage. Like, okay, I mean, how many screens are we going to run that's not going to work?
Well, some teams' bread and butter is actually screenplays. If you actually look at San Francisco and what they do with their screenplays, that's half of their offense.
There was one.
We just have not been good at them.
Screenplay where they rolled somebody out in motion and they pretended to hand it off.
It was a misdirection.
I
love that play.
That one was amazing. But
that's more of a misdirection, which they should probably do more of that. Not hurry up, smoke screen, 5 yards.
And that's what screens are supposed to be. You're supposed to fake them with something and then throw the screen, not just say we set up a screen.
Yeah, Johnny Pena agrees with me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to get Dak on the run a little bit. Dak does not want to keep the ball. That touchdown run was a mistake. If you looked at it, he bobbled the ball.
Yeah.
He wanted to hand that ball off. In his mind, he wants to get rid of the ball. It's like a hot potato. It's like, dude, just hold on to the ball.
Would you want to run that fucking ball?
Yeah, I would. He got hurt in a weird outside the pocket in a weird type tackle.
Yeah, now you'll see him. He'll launch his. You will take that foot off that ground, and he does not get.
But he looked like he's lucky he was even able to walk. After that.
I know.
He launched.
But I mean, you're playing football in the NFL, and your quarterback, you can't play scared or apprehensive. You're not your traditional pocket passer. We don't have the offensive line for you to do that.
Exactly what I was saying earlier. We need to build some players.
But I mean, right now, we're not going to be able to do that this season. So what makes him special is rolling out, putting him on the move. So, that's what we need.
You hear something in the house?
Yeah, I got activity.
You got activity.
I got activity over the corner. So the Astros are beating the Rangers 7-3. Wow. Bang. That series is going to be tied up. Eastside Harold is probably all excited.
It's almost the same score as the Thursday Night Football.
Trevor Lawrence is legit, says Ultra Cowboy. What up, man?
So, Derek Carr got a $150 million contract for the Saints.
$150 million.
With $100 million guaranteed. Do you see that out of this guy?
No.
He's 10 of 21 for 100 yards in this game.
Let me guess. You're talking about David Carr.
Yeah.
It's halftime, man. They're getting.
Derek Carr, not David. Although they're about the same same skill set there.
Shit. Clemente put Air McNair type plays for Dak. That's who he reminds me of. Let's go Astros.
Pretty fair.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I thought McNair. I think McNair threw the ball a little better. I would say.
He definitely ran better.
Yeah.
I would like to see him using more, moving the pocket more.
Yeah. Oh. I was wondering if somebody's going to go there.
His choices in women weren't the best, but
I saw something today that kind of, I was like, did they steal that shit from me? You know how I describe, like, when Zeke Elliott's coming back, and describe it as, like when you and your significant other break up and you're going to a party. You guys know when I do those, right?
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I say, listen, if you end up I said, when Zeke's coming back around, okay? I said, ladies, you're going someplace where your ex is at. You're spending extra time getting your hair done. You get yourself that dress that's like pow, 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 pow. You wear that sexy lingerie. You spend more time on your hair and nails and everything else. And when you see him, you go through and you sway your hips just a little bit more and you say, hey, how you doing? And you keep on walking by. That's what, and I've done that with several different conversations. Today, Kmart, she did exactly one of those exact descriptions just like that about the Cowboys. She said, you go out to dinner and they bring you this big plate, and then all of a sudden the food that's on the plate, it's real tiny, and then they bring out another big plate and it's real tiny. And she said, and then after you done had dinner, you look at your man and you say, we gonna stop by McDonald's, I'm still hungry. And I was just like, that's literally my style that they just used on it. Maybe it's a coincidence. I don't know. But I'm like, I use those kind of analogies like that all the time. Okay? Are we saying that I'm too sensitive?
Jay Smooth says he agreed. He wishes that Steven Jr. didn't get hurt. I agree. I wanted to see him.
Yeah,
you're not
talking about
too
the tight end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, nobody cares.
We hear you.
Nobody cares.
He just.
It's okay.
I was just more wondering where you're going with it at first.
Oh no, I mean I'm just saying that's kind of been my style of
all the way full circle to where
that sounds like.
I think I'm sensitive.
You're like, all right, well,
okay.
I don't want to say anything to hurt your feelings.
No, I'm just saying. No, I was just like,
you're sensitive.
There's been several times because I've had people come back and say, they're stealing your shit, right? And it's like because somebody just did blah blah blah.
Imitation is the
highest form of flattery,
exactly,
right?
Thank you. I wasn't going to spit that out.
Okay, well I appreciate it.
I wasn't going to be able to. I had already started messing it up.
I'm just saying. All right, 17-6 here.
Brad Harris and Ultra Cowboy going at it. Yeah, bring it.
Oh, yeah. As soon as Ultra Cowboy comes in, he comes flying in.
You miss Kmart. Yeah, I grew up with Kmart was the big store out there, man. The Kmart Blue Light Special.
Kmart, I remember Kmart.
Kmart was Walmart before Walmart.
You remember there were some Kmarts that had the little eatery in the back. Like there was one near my house.
Cafeteria type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had many in memory.
Target took that part of it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, what a high-scoring game. 17-6.
Yeah, 17-6. Ugly. And the Jags have been trying to give it to the Saints, but the Saints can't seem to take it.
There's more people in here than there is to score, so that's awesome. I always like to.
So we got that going for us.
So the Saints are 1 of 8 in third down conversions.
They suck.
Weren't we 1-8 for that San Francisco game and I threw the whole game?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I'm
right.
sorry. Let me.
Yeah, you just.
We just walked into a
I
juggernaut.
just took a breath and then I just got hit in the stomach again. It's like what the? And my OBS is freaking out. I can't.
Getting close to Halloween.
Philly D, Purdy will put 40 up on you just like Dallas, and you will submit. We're getting the number 1 seeds, and Jalen Hurts is the new Dak. Well, damn. 49er fan not having any effects from the
Listen,
Cleveland
49er
Brown
fan.
beatdown.
The blueprint has been laid out.
49. Fan. That's what he is.
Come on now. You choked last year in Philly. You should have went to the Super Bowl. You came up short. Couldn't get it done. You're peaking after week 5. Week 6 wasn't so good for you, was it? You lost to the lowly Cleveland Browns. There's a long season.
With a backup quarterback.
I stick to my original thing that I told Phil prior to the season. I don't give 2 craps who wins the division. It's who's playing good at the end of the year and who's healthy. And I hope it's my team. That's all. That's all. That's all it's about.
That's all it's
I'm
about?
telling you,
That's
everybody's sleeping on the Lions.
Lions, nobody's sleeping on. They are highly rated. And
They just got
everything
to
I
prove
see.
it when the game will matter. That's the only thing.
Lions are the real deal.
we put
We're
them
probably going to
there.
go to the Lions and lose in the playoffs. That's all.
I can see that.
It's absolute BS. But
I mean,
right
I'm
now,
saying everybody's anointing the Eagles and the 49ers as
No.
the team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going.
And they
up
both
past
lost this
seasons
past week.
instead of looking at the teams that are in front of them. They're just
well,
looking
not
at
in the
past.
latest power ranking that I saw today. They had the Eagles at 7, and they had the Lions a hell of a lot higher, which they should be. Mm-hmm. Nobody fears the Eagles, people. I just want everybody to understand. Nobody fears the Eagles. Their defense is not great. You
Nobody
give up
fears
a lot
Detroit
of
either.
points.
Logan Motorsports, my day was good, man. Any day that I can get up out of
Logan
the bed,
knows.
any day I can get out of bed is a good day. Okay? Trust me.
Eastside Herald says sleeping on the Texans also.
Listen, look at their schedule,
All
Eastside.
All right, Texan.
Texans
their
are doing
schedule.
good right now.
Look at their schedule. They're going to win at least 8 games this year, possibly 9.
Because they got to. I have to say they have an easier schedule.
They have
it.
it. Just look
No,
at their
last place schedule.
Yeah, I mean.
But that's what happens.
But they're
That's
going to
what
have
happens.
to. You have to go the AFC. I mean, there's a lot of guys that. Miami's
I
looking
agree,
good.
Coyote.
The Bills, you don't know which team is going to show up. You got Kansas City that's kind of, you got to dethrone them before. See, that's the one right there. So, like, if you're giving the benefit of the doubt to the Kansas City Chiefs, I can understand that. They've won some Super Bowls now. But, again, nobody looked at, some of these guys that have been going to the Super Bowl and going, okay, they're guaranteed. Look at
All
how
right,
the
Johnny.
Bengals have gone.
You getting that pay-per-view tomorrow night, Johnny? Or Saturday night?
Only team I
Yeah.
fear is Kansas City, best all-time coach
But
with
you're saying you
Mahomes.
own the playoffs, but you haven't done anything. Like, you don't go
I'm
to the Super
tired of
Bowl. You
hearing
haven't
from-
gone
Okay,
to the
Lola
you know what
says
I'm
we
saying?
talk. Okay, so everybody,
Somebody keeps stopping you. Yes, it's not us.
Lola says we
Somebody's
talk
stopping
too much about the Eagles. Lola has
Just put them
spoken.
in their place.
Lola has spoken.
Yeah, but you're talking about that. Oh, because we lost this, we lost that. Well, guess what? The Browns lost Chubbs and they lost Watkins and they lost people too, and they still beat you. And it's just, it wasn't
They
us.
beat
But,
you with a USFL quarterback.
and I pointed out how this Dallas team. Oh, we got to beat the 49ers. Well, the 49ers
Nobody's
haven't been
afraid of
getting
the
there.
Eagles.
So I mean, we have to kind of want to beat the team that's been getting to the Super Bowl.
Niners? Yeah,
Young
I'm afraid.
Wilson, what's
Yeah,
up,
well,
Mark?
dude,
Always
they
moves the
haven't handled
goalposts
them
on
well.
Dallas.
So, yeah,
Let's
I
take
would've
take this win and buy and get better. Aloha!
What up,
Shout
Yassine?
out, Young Wilson.
I wouldn't put any money on this for that, but
I'm just defending Lola. I'm just defending the star. We're not. We're not intimidated by the Eagles. Trust me. If I actually had to sit back and think, I'm more worried about the left hand up. They have a
Who are
dynamic
we?
defense, and Sam Howell looks like he's decent. I mean, they're hot and
He's
cold, like
streaky.
Mark said.
I was gonna say he's streaky.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it. I could see them matching up better It's just my opinion. Yeah, Johnny. I think I would like to see. You know, what's his name win tomorrow night, but I think he's not. Volkanovski. I think Hamzat Chimaev beats what's his name? The winners have not won a Super Bowl since 1994. I keep hearing how great
They won
the
it the
Eagles
year
are,
before us.
and how bad we've been for all these years, but you've only won one Super Bowl. And then everybody wants to couch it. Yeah, but we've won playoff games. Okay, you've won a couple more playoff games. Whee! It's about getting the prize, is it not? All right, let's watch some of the game. Derek Carr, he drops back. He's get screen pass.
Yeah, as soon as you give him attention, he throws an interception. He kind of like shies away. You can't
4
look at
yards.
him.
JMU up
Because he'll
20
throw
to
an
9.
interception.
Delayed. What's it delayed for?
Yeah, I have a delay where I don't see.
I'm rooting for Alex, but I think Islam
15 seconds.
wins, Johnny.
No, I mean the game. They said the game is delayed.
Hell nah. Oh, you mean probably the baseball.
Damn, JMU had 403 yards to 147 from Marshall. Damn.
Oh, they played Marshall?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember your when you played there, any highlights that you had?
Highlights? We didn't do much winning back in the day.
And you wake up in the middle of the night and say, I missed that base. What happened? Was there one play or no?
One play. Shit, the first
and
play.
I'm not talking in the dorm rooms. I'm talking about on the field. When you were Frank the Tank.
No, Frank the Tank. No, I was small for a nose guard. Mostly I played special teams. I was the hot guy on kickoff. Nice run, Kamara. We haven't seen too many of those in a while. But the first game we were playing in the Oyster Bowl, which was the biggest game in Virginia. That was like the state game between us and Old Dominion. And it was the first game I got to play in. And Coach Joe Persicki, who was from Delaware.
Well, good run.
He did this speech before the game. And it was like a Jesse Jackson, I am somebody speech, And he finished, he's like, Mark Holmes, I want you to go out there and kill somebody on the kickoff. And I was just so freaking pumped up. I was ready to run through this wall right here. I mean, literally. And I get out there, I'm all pumped up, I'm all ready to go. And the coin toss happens. And we win the toss. So we're receiving. So I'm on the sidelines there. It's like, oh, fuck, I lost my pump. I'm grabbing some Gatorade. And we ran it all the way back. Yeah. Kicking team. I got a cup of Gatorade, and I'm like, what? What? I don't have that pump anymore. I get out there on the field, man, okay? And I'm like right next to the kicker. My job is to run 40 yards down the field and run into the wedge and bust the wedge. And I remember the band playing. It was like da dun 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 da dun 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 da dun dun dun. And the kicker is running up there, and I'm running full sprint. I am scared shitless, and I'm sprinting as hard as I can. I see the wedge. I close my eyes and I put my head down. The next thing I know, I'm getting pounded on the back of the head, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Down on the 11-yard line, and the ball carrier's underneath of me.
Oh, really?
I bounced between the two guys in the wedge and was kind of like slingshotted and hit the carrier and took him down. Never saw him. Everybody's like, yeah, great tackle, way to go. It's like, I didn't fucking see it. I didn't fucking see it. So yeah, that was my first play in college football.
How about you, Phil? You played at high school.
Yeah, man, I have a lot of moments. I think I tend to remember the moments that I didn't make the play more than. So the first one that I can remember was actually before I played quarterback, I played wide receiver, and And it was like, those rare moments you get into the game, and it was just one. I was like lined up to the outside, and I finally got in. And I was just running down the field. The quarterback threw it, and I was like, it was a 9 round. It was just, I was running. I was like, okay, here it comes. And so when I went to jump, my knees did not work, and I just went down, and the corner picked it off, and it was, and I tackled him, but it was the first one. I always remember that one, and I had a really good year as a wide receiver, but it was that first one that I'll always remember where it just my knees did not work. I went to jump, and it was like knees, nope.
Yeah.
I was more of a defensive guy. I've always loved defense better than I did offense. I mean, I wanted to play offense so bad, but I was better on defense. I was just good at edge. That was my thing.
Yeah,
I remember this was going back, but this was early 20s. I would say early 20s. Playing in a high level.
What the Derek? What? There wasn't even.
I don't know what he's doing. He's blaming everybody under the sun. I was playing in a high level flag football league, but it's not what you think. This was somehow our team ended up playing a high level. Like there was I don't know who it was. There's somebody who was quarterbacking that was unfriggin' believable. And Deron Cherry. If you guys remember Deron Cherry,
I remember Deron Cherry.
The Kansas City Chiefs. He was a corner, I think, but he was playing receiver. Somehow, I'm getting matched up on Deron Cherry, and I'm playing corner. Now we're playing flag football, but this is NFL footballs we're using. I mean, it's the real deal. I mean, there's people. Dude, he did a post route, just it made me look stupid in the back of the end zone, and I was like 8 yards away from him. But that's what happens when you play.
I had a really good.
I had a good angle, but they took the angle away, the arm, I was like, whatever.
It was like I had front row seats to him catching that amazing pass.
But I mean, it was impressive. I'm like,
get your autograph,
guys, are no joke. But I got a front row seat. My brother was he was in a high school all-star game.
Another field goal.
But now it's Rowan University, but back in the day it was Glassboro State. And on the field against him, this is looking back, was Mike Rozier was the running back, and Willie Flipper Anderson was the wide receiver. So if you can remember that, Mike Rozier, Heisman out of Nebraska, and actually my brother's team won. East beat West, but it was neat, years later to see Flipper Anderson, obviously have a big career with the Rams. Just neat looking back and, seeing, some of those players. I was on the sideline for that. That was my first experience with just hearing how violent the game is when you're down on the field.
Oh, the delay is the Marshall players hurt.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Derek
It must
Carr
be a serious.
less than Dak Prescott.
That must be a
100%.
serious, because it's been delayed for quite a while. Oh my God! Is there an update? I mean, what happened? Wow.
After that DeMar Hamlin thing, I think they're not taking anything, looking past anything.
Well, it's been delayed for quite a while because I was checking on it because it's 20-9.
Marshall just left after injuring. Oh, wait. Yeah. This just happened. I think this is live. Najee Marshall just left after injuring his right leg. Teammates helped him off, and he was wheelchaired to the locker room. So maybe that's not the one?
According to here, it still says delayed.
Let's see. Is it
So
who they
it's not
playing?
a-
Old Dominion?
No, they're playing Marshall. JMU's playing Marshall Rambling. No, Old Dominion was where we played my first game. Yeah, that's why you got that on your mind.
Speaking of which, I was looking at some of these comments about people playing with people. I didn't even realize. I grew up in London, Ohio. As Dick LeBeau, I didn't even realize till later on that he was from there. The defensive coordinator from the Steelers.
All those years.
Okay, it's back. 9 minutes and 35 seconds left.
The Dukes versus Marshall Thundering Herd. Now that's a cool name.
We are Marshall. The LA Coliseum. Are they using that for the Olympics in 2028? That stadium is old.
6-0.
Yeah. Ranked 25th in the country.
Yeah, I'm looking at the all the the spreads.
First and 10.
Dukes are -4 tonight against Marshall, so Dukes are favored. So that tells you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Over under is 49. What's the score?
20-9.
Yeah, another under. Thunder. Why James Madison can cover? That's funny. You can find shit for anything.
JMU, I mean, basically when I played, that was more of the JMU's in infancy. I mean, we did have some players. Gary Clark, got a ring, of course, with the Commanders. And, of course, Charles Haley. And, kicker for Buffalo. Jeez.
Oh yeah, Norwood.
Scott Norwood, yeah. It's like a mental block. those were the three players we had back in the day. Marshall bogs down on their own 7-yard line, 4th and 6.
So we're doing play-by-play to Marshall. That's how bad this game is, people.
Derek Carr is ass.
Didn't go pro because opened the school in Mexico. Johnny Pena, man. Shout out to you. Boxing is the most underrated. People don't realize what kind of athlete you got to be to box.
You got that right.
I tried it, and it was so friggin' tiring. People do not realize how hard being a boxer is. So I could do that. No, you can't. Halfway through round 1, you're dying because you can't just sit there and run all over. You actually got to box. Brad Harris. Me neither, buddy. I was a Joe, not a pro. He a safety, Brian. Yeah, okay. Deron Cherry was a safety? Yeah. Well, he smoked my ass. It didn't matter.
First and 10, JMU at their 45. 8 minutes left to go.
Has anyone checked on I Love Weed? I talked to him last week. Did you get your stuff from Weed yet?
No, haven't got anything.
Or did you not send him your address?
I did before I left.
Eric Willis, we're back. Welcome back, Willis. Sugar Daddy Hurts has played in the Super Bowl, so he's Doug Williams, Trent Dilfer, Joe Flacco, but they all won. Womp, 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 womp. Okay. I talk to a 30-year-old, and I say I went to Glassboro State and won national championship game in 91. They've done.
Who was that?
That's Philly D. They done
Philly
even
D
known because I know the name of.
Glassboro State.
All right.
There you go. Let me go to your chat. I had it up, but I was looking at JMU and Marshall up.
Eric, yeah, go ahead and resend it, Eric.
The Cowboys expected to be aggressive at NFL trade deadline. I've heard that before, Jerry Jones.
I've heard that many times.
I don't want to hear it because you know what's going to happen? They're going to try and fleece somebody for a 6th round pick, and you won't get the deal done. You'll come up short. Sorry.
Didn't we always hear that they're going to be aggressive in free agency and stuff? We always hear that kind of thing.
He just wants to be relevant. That's all it is.
Yeah.
He wants to be seen.
Yeah.
Aggressive would be making 2 phone calls.
Are you there alone, Mark?
Wife's in the room.
Okay.
In the bedroom, right next door. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. But yeah, I'm here. Except unless
I know you're here.
Unless there's some spirits here with us.
I don't know if she was over her family's.
No.
John Bennett says, "I don't like milk." Oh, he said,
"I like turtles."
I thought he said milk, McCarthy for a minute.
My friend,
Philly D. I'll talk to a 30-year-old and I say I went to Glassboro State and won a national championship in 91. They don't even know because they don't work. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Philly D. But just imagine that the old field on the other side, not Rowan now, but I think it's the high school now is what the old college used to be, I think. back behind there, off of Delsey there. That's where, they play the East.
Jerry
West.
Jones makes me sick, says Jay Smooth.
Yeah, Jerry Jones is I'm over Jerry too.
Man,
How's that?
About to get him ranting right there.
Al Davis 2.0.
Alan Williams, you didn't miss anything, buddy. You didn't miss it. Derek Carr is still ass and actually still plays like David Carr.
Jerry Judy. Trade me or don't trade me. I'm still going to be me. Nice.
Okay. Well, that's like Julio Jones saying, I'm not just here I'm here to dominate. Okay. All right. Okay. We believe you there, buddy.
Like
Jerry
a
Judy
fancier
too.
way of saying, we're here to play the game. We're here to win the games.
Xavier Howard returns to practice. Uh-oh, Eagles. So we got this trade deadline. Does anybody think anything's going to happen?
Nope.
We know.
Nope.
I think the Eagles are going to do something.
I definitely.
The Eagles will do something. They already did.
They always do something.
We ain't doing
No, that's not a trade. He
I
was
could
on
see
the
us.
street,
I
man.
could
We
see
coulda
us
had
doing
it.
something.
Nobody wanted Julio. The Eagles are desperate. He was on the street. He wasn't even on the team. That's not a trade. That was just let me go sign somebody who's working at Walmart or whatever.
However, didn't they sign
Georgia,
Hill
Mark,
and
my dog.
trade
We need a
deadline
veteran
last
running
year?
back, tight ends. Thoughts? If they could get Derrick Henry cheap, I'd be happy about that. Now, of course, the clickbait proposed trades are that we go get Zach Ertz.
Mark, my dog, we need a veteran running back, tight end. Thoughts? Why do we need it? See, I don't agree with you guys, man. Jorge, shout out to the $1.99 super chat. I just don't agree that we need a running back. I would like a running back, but what we need is a corner. What we need is an impact linebacker, because I think Leighton Vander Esch, you may never see him again. You never know.
True on that one. That should have
That's
been
what we
another one.
need.
Derek Carr is just, God,
But
150
kind of reminded me, though, of our play calling. Everything is at the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? It's giving me that vibe. I think it's more what they're calling, as I honestly do. There's nothing down the field. You know, he's
I
not
think New
rolling
Orleans
out.
is
A power
playing a lot
back.
like San Francisco, where they play a lot of zone in that.
Yes, exactly.
Kind of have to yell.
There it is.
There it is.
Interception.
Thrown into traffic.
Pick.
Derek freaking Carr.
Touchdown.
Pick 6.
Oh, he's at the 1 yard line. Okay.
But it was, I think it went off the receiver's hand, did it? It was a bad throw.
It's a bad throw into traffic. Touchdown.
There
Oh, it
Pick
was a
6.
touchdown. Okay.
Pick
Yeah, this game's
6.
over. Jags is going.
Yeah. Too bad the Cowboys didn't get Derek
All I was
Carr.
saying, Linda, he was on the street. It wasn't like he was on a team. There was
All
they
he
weren't
needs is a
bidding against
defense.
Anybody else? They took a shot on him, just like they took a shot on Miles Jack. They took a shot on Bradley Roby. I mean, anybody that's on the street isn't really that great. So that's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. Yeah, it's out for you. But you know, he had 200 and some yards for all year last year. Third down receiver. Okay. You can't get separation, so you want a guy out in that offense. I would want a faster guy, but they're so weak in the receivers that they have. You know, it is what it is. I think Howie's he's going off a name and not actual productivity.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, it gets people excited over there. You know, you get Philly
they're
fans.
all-
Oh my
they all
God,
are.
we just signed Julio Jones. This is a great signing.
And they-
Yes, who's got to be able to
Julio.
cover us? Okay.
Julio, 299 yards, Julio, from all of last year.
Yeah.
That Julio?
Yeah, that Julio. And I think 400 the year before and 700 the year before that.
And he was playing with the GOAT and
Yep.
still couldn't do
What's up,
anything.
Sohan Singh? This Jaguar game is over. Saints suck. I know. Philly D, I'm thinking about, when the Phillies go to the World Series, I'll stream in the World Series. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I know it's kind of boring, but I'll be talking a lot. So, but yeah, this is ridiculously bad. This game here.
Yeah.
Mark yawning. Who will be our next Witten? Johnny Pena. I don't think he's on the team. I like Jake Ferguson, but he's. I don't know. I think you would have saw it by now.
All right, well, we're coming down the home stretch. I hate to say this, but I think this game is over.
I think he has potential. I don't know which way he's going to go.
Yeah, I like him.
He's got size. He's 6'6", but
I mean, he shows
he's
the ability
dating
to
that
catch,
chick, man. The chick, weak in legs.
But my thing is, why don't they use him to block? I don't understand that. He's a big guy. He could block. I mean, that would help Pollard out a lot if they could get him, but they don't never use him for that way.
It would help him if they used Pollard outside instead of trying to use him like a battering ram. That is not
That's what I'm saying.
him.
They could use him to create some blocks and he can get his yards. But they never use him that way.
Derek Carr makes me mad because the talking heads think he's better than Dak. I don't know. I haven't heard that in a while, Johnny.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing. They're giving the benefit of the doubt.
Eric Wallace, what up, man? Rodney,
All right, let's see if we can actually make it through this game.
If I said that my woman would be in the dog, I would be in the doghouse.
Rodney Stepaway. What's up, Rodney? Thank you for the super chat, buddy. How are you doing tonight?
She's got her headphones on anyway. She can't hear me. We're good.
The Saints are becoming the Aints.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
I heard it. Sorry. What did I say?
24-9.
No, it's not. I'm talking about the guy's not playing good, and he's too busy gallivanting around with that TikTok chick.
Who's that?
Jake Ferguson.
Oh.
Women weak in legs.
Okay.
The Dallas Cowboys. That's why he can date weird. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have not seen any of that stuff, so it's just like
when Jessica Simpson buttered her way into Tony Romo's life and went to Cabo. That was all she wrote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we knew.
I think Jessica is a 30 feet girl. But you're not really gonna know.
Damn shame. Carr got all this talent.
David Morrison.
David. What was that?
Michael Thomas and a little bit Lavier still can't do nothing.
Who will be our next Zeke, Johnny?
I don't know that we'll ever have another Zeke.
He's on our team. I don't think he's on our team.
So
Dallas didn't even try to get Pollard outside. That's McCarthy's ass play calling. I have to agree with you on that one because I kept looking. It's like, please don't run up the middle. Oh, jeez, you just ran it up the middle again.
Dude, that was comical, wasn't it?
It was
like, because I was just ahead of Mark, Phil. I pulled a Phil where I was just ahead, and it worked out because we were winning. But he was annoyed. Normally Mark's ahead, and he don't give two shits by calling out.
Of course,
he does that.
you know your buddy.
So sorry.
You know your buddy.
Touchdown! Oh, and I'm like, Mark, I'm not there yet. He don't care. He just blows through it. But one time I'm ahead. He's like, you guys are killing me.
B.A.M. Not trying to be smart ass here, but Jerry Jones needs to go big or go home in the trade window if he wants success further this season. That's not being a smart ass. That's being 100% correct. But now, you know, your buddy did a video that I was pissed off at you, of course.
But why?
Huh? Because that you guys were ahead of me in giving the signal. So literally,
we'll have to slide our.
There's a video there that says Mark Holmes gets angry. You know, of
Chauncey
all.
Golson has a high win percentage. Y'all seen that? Yeah, I love Chauncey. Phil knows.
I was surprised, but
Chauncey.
I was very surprised by Chauncey because I kind of thought he may be on that chopping block.
Well, he
come
was.
off that preseason.
He was.
And yeah. And,
Why?
and so
I don't
he's
know.
done better. I mean, the fact that he was moving from edge to defensive tackle and trying to put on that weight, and he put on a lot of weight there. But he's done well with the opportunities. There's been times where I've seen him make some plays
All
on
right,
critical downs.
Saints charging deep.
He's just not getting.
Bet
a
it
whole
ends
lot
in
of
a field goal.
opportunities there.
They can't afford that, Mark. They need to go for touchdowns. They need to go for.
They got Derek Carr as a quarterback, bro.
And all that talent around him.
That's what I'm saying. Look at the talent again. The talent he had last year with the Raiders, and they said thanks, no thanks. Get the f out of here. Seek a trade.
Fans. Mark Cup going to get 400 yards on that trash D.
Okay. 49er fan, you might want to worry about your too.
Yeah, you tell him.
You tell him.
I'm sorry. 49er fan, you bore me, bro. Okay. You're putting me to sleep, okay?
You sound like stupid, but I might take Cooper Rush over Derek Carr. So,
I don't think that's stupid at all.
I think you're on point, man.
I think, like, right now he could do some stuff in this offense. Yeah.
I'd take a ham sandwich over Derek Carr right now.
With or without cheese?
I don't think with Derek Carr you get
Byron
cheese.
B, man, you know what a dirt. Come on. I don't feel like going back into it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Look, fourth down. Are you going for it? Okay.
Jay
They
Smith
have
says
to.
Jerry Jones
They're
is
gonna
full
have
of
to do
crap.
something, man.
They're not going to get it.
All the way.
How should the Cowboys use TP? Toilet paper? You just grab it. Oh, wait.
I knew you were going there. I knew you were going there with that. Jerry Jones is full of shit.
ATN's going
Is that
on.
breaking news? Oh, they got it.
They got the first down.
Yeah, because they didn't put it in Derek Carr's hands.
Derek Carr.
Probably took him out, didn't they? Put him in.
But you see how they used Alvin Kamara. They ran him outside instead of trying to run him up the middle.
Yep.
Oh,
what we should
they
be
still
doing.
threw it to him?
Yeah, pitched it to him.
We could stay in the color rush for the rest of the year. I like the color rush, Clemente. I actually do like the color ruch.
I kind of like it myself.
Man, I just
Yeah.
want a different jersey once in a
Yeah,
while. Just
yeah.
something. Give me all black or something. I don't know, man. Just like something.
Why can't you respond to the
reminds-
Eagles' win-loss
that
record?
reminds-
What a baby.
What do you think about the Charger girl? Do you think she was a plant, or do you think she
Oh,
I think she's playing. Yeah.
She was
I
actually.
don't-
They actually did something on her. She's
I know,
actually
they did
a
an
Vikings
interview.
fan too. She grew up. She liked the Vikings and the Chargers.
No, see now that's
Yeah,
the
but she
difference.
threw out there,
I heard
oh,
that
I-
her son's football team was the Vikings, and that's why
Yeah,
she was
but that
wearing a
wasn't- she
Viking
wasn't
shirt.
wearing that. No, because somebody showed that same picture zoomed out. She was in a pregame, all pumped up at a during the pregame.
Something was
Oh.
off
Yeah,
there.
it's not there. It's
And
you don't get you. If
she
you're-
dropped because she was interviewed by like one
yeah,
of the major
Pat,
TV
well, they
things.
put Pat McAfee.
Pat
Yeah, that
McAfee
too.
show.
But she was like, oh yeah, well I did some acting. Like she's throwing out the acting thing. Like okay,
So you were
put yourself
acting?
out there. No, I mean like she's an actress. She's a
So that was
mom
fake
now,
juice?
But
Okay.
so, I mean that stadium was quiet. You're freaking out. Give me a break.
Yeah.
You're wearing a jersey for crying out loud. Wasn't a jersey. It wasn't a shirt. It was a jersey.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying. But
You can't spend the extra $20 to get the real shit.
get a damn jersey.
They got.
Oh, but
got
they said
specials and
they're
everything.
season ticket holders, and they sometimes rent cabanas and things for the.
You would
game.
think she won the lottery the way she was acting.
my
She was
God,
just.
yeah.
She was
It's like, look, it's just an early touchdown in the first quarter. Okay, seriously, Mark, quit yawning. I'm trying to stay awake for the game. Oh, I'm sorry,
know,
Yergy.
I know. I'm trying not to load
It's hard, man. This game is a snooze
All right,
fest,
Louis.
man. I'm just like,
I'm gonna bounce on here a little bit.
oh lordy.
Back to 30 people. So we're doing
Michael Anthony.
Stadium was mostly Cowboys fans. Yeah, but I don't think it matters with that.
Well, she
The
made up
offense
for all the
looks like
Cowboy
shit in
fans there
front
with
of
her
anybody.
energy.
Hunter deserves more rushes. Johnny, I've been saying that. We need to get Hunter Lepke in the game. Why is he on the team? I just don't like McCarthy. He's just doing a lot of quick, like stupid
You
stuff.
just don't like McCarthy. Just admit it. Just
and I
say
love
I don't
McCarthy.
like him
But
as a person
what
or
I'm
anything.
seeing, No, I gave him a lot of credit, but from what I'm seeing, he's the play caller now. Hey, buddy, you got Brian Schottenheimer. Maybe let him call
There you go.
the friggin'
Brian.
place.
There it is. That's what I want to see.
You mean Milk McCarthy, right?
Dude, I'm telling you, most of the time he's not even calling plays. He's ordering food from like Uber Eats. He's not even
Lactose intolerant.
I thought I saw him order something. I thought I did.
Clemente, you are right, man. The
said something
the
about
fan
Biggie
violence
size
is
it.
ridiculous. That's just they got to start setting examples, man.
Mike is a damn Johnny. I loved Mike McCarthy coming into the season, but as an offensive quarter, I mean, like calling plays.
I like him as
problem.
a head coach. I like
Yeah,
him as a head coach. I
Versus
don't want him
the
as
Bills
I don't
next
want,
week.
Get your
Okay.
Not
hand out of the
Not a
cookie
clock
jar, bro.
management either. Oh my god, the clock management thing.
Oh man, that's horrendous.
That's
The
what I'm saying.
clock
Again,
management.
I keep popping it in, and I can make that joke that again the Rams have that coach that pulls McVay out of the red zone. I mean, you could have a guy just as your clock management guy. You have all
Derek
this
Carr trying to
analytics.
run.
Oh, yeah,
This time you
exactly.
should do
Gets
this.
1 yard.
You should have a guy that tells you, "Hey man, you should take a timeout at 8 seconds left. You still got a timeout just in case something doesn't work out. You know,
Why
let's
wouldn't
take
you
a
throw the
shot to the
ball in
end
the end
zone."
zone?
Yeah,
You could throw the ball away, you know. You're not like locked into throwing the pick. That's what it's. He showed no faith in Dak in a game where you needed a jolt and you were not getting the ball to start the third quarter.
Yep.
So it was like that was your opportunity. Now, it worked out, people. I'm not
Yeah.
ragging on him, but I'm just saying that was horrendous. We watched it, we lived it, but it worked out. Thank God. Thank friggin' God. It must be nice to have. Yeah. Just like what's
My
his
score
name?
here. You guys got to see the place. I don't know.
It looks like Lance Harbor from West Canaan Coyotes out there.
Of course, he ran it.
He looks like Lance Harbor.
First and goal, Derek Carr bouncing, and of course, it's tipped up in the
He
air.
throws it too hard.
Flag.
There's flags.
Too hard. I mean, Broad guy 75 has out of his foot in the mouth so much can't respond.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not the offensive line. They're getting a lot of time.
Rookie fullback is really risky. Romo was lost for the season with collarbone due to
Oh boy,
brother missing a tackle.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
that was a
have
good call.
Julio from Sanford and Son. Bride guy, man, you too funny, bro.
Pollard is being abused in my opinion.
A minute
That's-
9 left to
They're
JMU's
getting that
game.
11 million out of him. That's what they are.
I don't know as of late. I would say after week 2 I was worried, but then they stopped. So I'd run Rico more. I'd run Rico Dowdle more. I don't like how they gave up on Deuce. You know.
Oh, as soon as he got tackled, they took him out. They just abandoned
But
that
I mean,
real fast.
again, it's the play calling with
Exactly.
Deuce. Ridiculous. Run them to the outside.
Blocking. If they can get some blocks, he can
Yes,
do damage.
yes.
But they don't.
I'm sorry. I don't need to keep yawning. This game's a snooze fest, but at least it's about to get into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, this is the last play,
Problem
and they're
is-
gonna
Damn.
He still didn't get in.
good. Good. Fourth quarter.
See, was he tackled by his own guy, wasn't he? Number 70 did the tackling. Like his own offensive lineman stopped him.
Coyote says also, I don't like the offensive line play. They are not always showing up on the run or the pass. They are older and getting banged up. Big concern. Yeah, and Zach Martin is starting to be
Nicked up. And gave up a sack.
mortal, I would say. He's not like so elite, and I think because he's nicked up. He actually had a holding penalty.
JMU
What?
first and 10 on the 2-yard line with 1:05 left to go, up 20-9. We'll go to 7-0. First team ever, first year in the FBS to be ranked in the nation.
Brad Harris says, "Hey Mark, I am not entertained." Hello.
You're not. I'm not entertained either. Damn it! I turned me off either. Too.
Mailman is on fire tonight. Yeah, Kid Cowboy. I'm sorry, man. I'm tired and I'm seeing a lousy game, and I keep seeing Mike McCarthy. I keep seeing him with a big diner menu in his hand. He's just. I'm telling you, he's just ordering shit. He ain't calling no place.
Oh God.
I
just had a flashback. I just remembered my dream I had last night.
Oh my Lord! If you're dreaming of Mike McCarthy, you got problems.
No. I was watching a football game, and a guy got hurt, and then Taylor Swift got up and started doing "Shake, Shake, Shake It Off." That her song "Shake It Off." I was like, no.
JMU winning 20-9
with 1:05 left to go.
Zach has more Pro Bowls than penalties. It's a rare sight in game time, right? I know. I love Zach. I'm just saying. Right now, he's banged up, and you can tell where he's not. That right side used to be the
final JMU 7-0, 20-9. Congratulations, JMU Dukes, who's off until next Saturday.
I'm hoping
for homecoming.
Is that when you're going next Saturday?
Yeah. Our O-line will be better. Just give them time. Can we get Mike McCarthy on the phone and ask him what the fuck? Sure. Mike McCarthy, if you're there, just give me a call, okay? We'd like to talk to you. Or Brian would like to talk to you if he can wake up. Well, you literally look like you were asleep with your eyes open.
I'm looking at your chat. Just looking at some of the stuff.
Cowboys and Texans have a bye week.
All right, let's see what they do.
3rd and goal.
I think they should try and throw the ball here, but it's 2
It's
down.
Derek Carr throwing the ball.
Oh, no, they didn't.
No, damn. They lost a yard. Good. It's 4th and goal. 16th play of the drive.
What up? Timothy Hale Sr. says, "What's up, Mark?"
Are they kicking the field? I guess they're kicking the field goal. Another one.
Another one.
Well, no, they're going for it.
Wildcat. Per se. Hill's a running back. Touchdown.
Derek Carr gets the touchdown.
That was Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's Hill. Sorry.
Taysom Hill. No lie, but Mike looks like he may be something. He is very passive and defensive.
I'm just a fan. I'm here in the chat, laugh out loud. I don't watch the game. I'm too scared to watch my Rangers laugh out loud. I'm a mess. Okay. I'm just a fan. Okay. Timothy Hale, what's up, man? Watching this ugly ass mother humping game. I respect that Philly D. They haven't played what we all expected. I think they will be good, but we'll see.
Is that better, Johnny?
He dunked it in.
Oh.
All right. So how much time do we have to
this
this
Mike's
shit?
on something? So,
Mike McCarthy?
Yeah. I know, Coyote. That's the best. If you ever see Virginia Tech, when they come out onto the field, that's what they play. Check it out on YouTube, Coyote. Virginia Tech Metallica. The whole stadium rocks. How's Michael doing? I haven't
He's doing
seen
good.
him in a long time.
He's been working hard with this electrical
getting his
company.
hours in.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son's getting ready to take a test for the union up here, the electrical union. So.
Yeah, Mike's got to take a couple of classes, and he's going to be getting into the electrical union. It's great if you can get in there.
It's hard to get into, but you make $50 an hour.
That was Jeff Heath.
Oh, what's up?
All right. The Saints are back in this game, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Restaurant looks nice.
Honestly.
Yeah. I've never been to New Orleans either.
I haven't.
Oh my God, you have to go. That's one of those places you have to go and eat. Oh my God, the food. Ugh.
Okay. Yeah. Don't stay there for more than like a day or two.
Why?
It's dirty.
Is it?
No, I tell you what, I was there for the Super Bowl,
Dirty.
and it was amazing because
Cleaned it. It's like you ever had company? You ever have company? What do? You just leave it dirty? No, you.
No. I tell you what, it freaking amazed me because you're out at 2 o'clock in the morning. The streets are trashed.
I heard it
Okay.
smells like piss.
What city doesn't smell like piss? New York smells like piss. Yeah, shit. Philly smells like ass. Okay.
Damn, that's not right. Hell,
You know it's
he's lighting you up.
okay. Every city. I mean, have you been to New York City? How bad that place stinks? Jeez.
Don't drive down Passyunk.
I
But
heard they got rats bigger.
But here's what was crazy. You'd be out at 2 o'clock in the morning. The streets are trash, because they got drive-through daiquiri places. I'm like, how are you going to have a drive-through daiquiri? Wait a minute. Isn't that by definition drunk driving?
That's
Yeah.
those tall ones.
Yeah.
It's like in Vegas.
But at like 5:30 in the morning, they have cleanup crews that just come through, and you get back out there at 7 in the morning, and it's like, how the fuck did they get all this shit cleaned up?
There you go. I got some good news and bad news for you, Mark.
What's that?
They clean porta potties, but that doesn't mean I want to like sit there for more than the time I need to. Like,
Okay.
Mark Holmes, I've been watching your. This is from Clemente Espinosa.
Okay.
He goes, Mark Holmes, I've been watching your videos for years now, and
Shout
my
out
wife
to you.
can't stand you.
Your wife can't stand me?
But don't worry, though. I'm never leaving your channel. LOL. I should get a free T-shirt for the abuse my wife gives me.
Ask him. Wait a minute. Why does your wife not like me? Philly D. I'll hit the like button and subscribe to Game Time Brian's channel. Mark does look out for his peeps. Both great dudes. Shout out to Philly D.
Yeah, Philly's great. Oh man, I was laughing. That was a good one. That had me laughing, Clemente.
But Clemente, but why does his wife hate me? Is it because you watch me so
much? What did you do?
Okay, this is a true story.
Taking a hit.
I have met.
that is funny. That is actually funny.
But I tell you what's funny is I have met women that say, I wake up to you in the morning. I'm like, excuse me? She's like, no, you have to understand, my husband will turn you on first thing in the morning and I feel like I'm waking up next to you. I'm like, okay. All right. Oh, boy.
I've been with you forever. My wife can't stand you. Oh, God, that's hysterical.
Clemente.
What? You too? Oh, shit, no.
Clemente, tell your wife I said hello, how are you doing? And I'm sorry.
It ain't just about the cowboy info, Clemente.
Oh, boy. I just want to know, what is it? Why she doesn't like me?
Mark, my wife thinks you're hilarious. And now Bry Guy 75 is coming on the other side.
Well, Bry Guy, tell your wife I said hello, how are you doing? I appreciate you. Okay, I appreciate you. Now, Clemente, your wife, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Because I need my cowboy info. That's why, man.
Well, I wish I knew it right now, man. I wish I knew what they were going to do. But, actually, I do know what they're going to do. Nothing. You're going to tell us that we're good.
I got Phil saying New Orleans is. It looks like it's dirty. Well, at least down near Bourbon Street, it looks dirty.
It's an old. I'm not going to say it's the cleanest, but you know what? Here's the thing.
Then you know it's bad.
I tell you what, though. No. I'm going to tell you. True story.
Really?
So we were down there, right? And Tracy had a thing at the convention center, and she came out, and she's like, I'm hungry. She's like, I need to eat something and stuff, right? And you're right. The city is dirty. It's old. It's dingy and everything else, and stuff. And we're walking down the street, and we were like, boy, something smells so good. And we looked at this place, and it looks like a dump. It looks like a dump. We went in, and we sat down, and Tracy was literally like, I don't want to touch the table.
High?
No, we weren't high. But she was like, I don't want to touch the table. But it smelled good, right? You looked up there, they had like a bison on the wall that looked like the hair was falling off of it and things. And it had this little tiny kitchen that you could see in there, right? But when that food came out, that shit was good. Tracy was like all over the table. She's like, that's some good fried oysters and stuff.
Yeah, but you're going into mom and pop type places. It doesn't matter what country you go into. If you go into one of those places, those taste great.
But it is hard. I'm telling you, you have to work hard to find a bad meal in New Orleans. And that is the truth.
As long as I can get a clean hotel to stay in, I'm all right.
That's
because I remember me and my sister's the same way. We ended up at Cocoa Beach. We were going to Florida. We had to get off. I don't know what happened, but we ended up at Cocoa Beach.
Hey, dudes.
And
I was just in Cocoa Beach.
Dudes. Let me change your mind about New Orleans. Women show you your boobs for beads. Okay.
It all depends, though.
Okay, I'm just saying. Just saying. There's boobs all over the place there, buddy. Okay.
I hear you.
Sorry, ladies.
It was like Daniel Tosh. Like, I don't know if you ever heard his stand.
Yeah.
He's like pretty rough, but he's all like talking about, I know they got hit by Hurricane Katrina and stuff. It's like, but if any city needed a bath, like,
oh man, Tosh 3.0. Oh man.
Yeah. Never been there. I mean, the food looks good. I've never had a crawfish.
The food is amazing. I gotta give them that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some awesome restaurants.
I tell you what, if you do go to New Orleans, go to Mama's.
Dude, I had an amazing time at Cocoa Beach, but yeah.
What happened with find a clean hotel.
Oh,
I went into like two of them, and I'm like, I can't sleep here. They're just nasty.
Alan Williams is on his best
we didn't
behavior.
Have reservations. We were on the road, and we pulled off, and ended up staying at a third one, but it took me a couple. We walked in, surveyed the room, left. So yeah, that's near the Space Center.
Yeah, the one that I went to there was a
4th and 5. Oh, their Carr is pissed.
And it was right off the pier. There was it was just a beautiful view. Had a good rating and everything.
Yeah, that's cool.
But why is he mad? He overthrew it.
I'm serious. He way overthrew it.
Overthrew it, and he's mad.
Can you believe?
He's been yelling. I tell you what. He has been yelling at his receivers and things. At some point, they're going to be like, "Screw you, dude."
He's all pissed off. The sun got in his eyes and the wind. Stupid wind.
It's at night in a dome. Okay.
They're going to somehow win this game. You watch. They're going to somehow win this game.
Okay.
Is he upset that he slowed down?
Lord, don't let this game go into overtime.
Don't say that.
Win this game, 27-24.
They are.
You think they are going to go in overtime?
No, I think they will win this game, just because, again,
just the way they're hanging around. They're
Jackson Circle.
Bad and still hanging around.
Yeah.
Now, right around the corner, if you were to go to the right and 2 streets down, there's the Oyster House. They have charbroiled oysters on the half shell to die for. They put Parmesan cheese and this garlic butter on them, and they cook them on the grill. And so you got that butter with the Parmesan cheese gets crusty on top with the oysters. And I don't like oysters, but them things are good.
What a play!
I was almost waiting for a Homer Simpson drool there at the end.
Yeah, I'm serious. It's good. The shrimp poor boys. Oh man, jeez.
Yeah, I like the po' boys, but I guess the poor boys are similar.
It's the same thing, po' boys. It's po' boy down there.
Po' boy. I love me some shrimp.
Like having some gumbo.
Gumbo, little guinea gumbo. Yahoo! Who was that guy? He was from New Orleans. I forget his name. He used to have a cooking show.
Emerald.
Yeah, they have emeralds down there. I can go for. I mean,
My whole thing is that how
He
you
was
gonna
out.
be in Olave's ear, talking and yapping like you've been
1, 2.
dragging this team to victory somehow.
Oh, maybe he wasn't out from that angle.
That looked like a good catch. He's even. I don't know, man. Like even Zero was like, did he?
and I know
catch?
why.
Oh no, his foot was out
Yeah,
of bounds.
because I got scallops. Best thing ever. I had a Philly D. I was at where the hell was I? I was down in Hershey,
Nice.
Pennsylvania. I sent Mark.
Flags flying all over the place.
What was the name of that place, Mark? I sent Tina. Where did we eat in Hershey?
In Harrisburg.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to go out and eat.
Huh?
Oh, wait a minute. No, we did go out to eat this place. Oh, my God.
Devon's. It was called Devon's in Harrisburg, but right next to Hershey Park. I got a surf and turf. I had a sirloin, I think, and I had some scallops. Man, they were good.
Allie took us to this place. I can't remember the name of it, but it was, oh, God. It came in like a plastic bag, had crab legs
how you
in there,
roll
and
inside,
sausage and corn and potatoes.
Potatoes. They had the whole thing like.
Oh my God, it was to die for. Oh shit.
You can go for some shrimp and grits. You make good shrimp and grits, Mark?
I made some last night.
I know I didn't see the video, but I saw your headline. That's why I was queuing it up.
Demario Davis.
food, man.
Demario Davis loves my shrimp and grits.
Yeah,
Making me hungry here.
At least he's not sleepy.
Southern Crawfish, Mississippi. Let them know when you retire and travel. Yeah, the Coyote. I never had crawfish, man, and I love shrimp, so I guess I would like it. Right?
I'm not so much on scallops there, Philly D. I love me some crab cakes though. Not with a whole lot of bread in there. Derek Carr, your ass. Always looks like he's got makeup on.
Ooh.
Jeff, I hope you don't mean
Third
Mark.
down. Do you see third down? Did they get it?
Some Cowboy fans deserve Derek Carr. You're right. Some Cowboy fans wanted Derek Carr.
Yeah, those same ones that want everybody that becomes a free agent and trade value.
Then the Conyers that you're talking to. Yeah, I like.
Surf and turf, man.
Yeah, I like a surf and turf. I love scallops. But it was good because I had scallops and I had steak, but then I had lobster mac and cheese. There was chunks of lobster.
4th and inches here. See the Jags. They get this.
When the Saints come out,
Got him.
Hey,
Did he? No, he didn't get it.
Get it. I'm telling you.
He didn't get it.
All right. Is it how they're lingering?
Yeah, they're lingering.
when the Saints come out,
They're winning the game. You watch. Nolans is coming back.
And then I'm gonna have to eat crow.
Really? Like
10-3, Astros.
did you
East
bet
Side
your hair or
Harold.
something on
Congrats.
Jags that tend to, I don't know, like
They
don't really finish out games.
No. Listen, this year is for the taking because they ain't nobody playing good.
Not consistently because
No.
it's a week-to-week
Just
league.
get hot. Just get hot.
Right.
Just get hot.
I mean, you saw
I
the
think
Jags
it's the
beat
Bills,
Buffalo.
I think that somehow, some way, the Bills are going to get the Super Bowl. I just have a feeling. I don't think it's going to be the Chiefs. Dale, did you see the Chiefs picked up Mecole Hardman in a trade?
Mm-mm.
Trade back.
Yeah, it's like,
trade him away and then trade it back.
well, I think you let him go, right? Or did you trade him away? Did
They traded him away.
They traded him away, then traded for him back. It's crazy.
Travis Kelce gonna break up with Taylor Swift and she gonna curse him.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that.
Yeah, the guys don't want me to play Tay-Tay anymore, so
She gonna write a song.
I'm going to play Tay-Tay right now.
It's on that video where they're just like, well, maybe they'll stay together and they'll have chemistry. You know, the Kelsey and
think the
Mahomes will have
fans-
chemistry.
Mr. Cowboy, how
They're
you
all
doing?
like, Taylor Swift doesn't let her men have chemistry with anyone else.
Yeah.
And there's
Well,
like,
that thing I
what's
sent
right
you
after the
was
Super Bowl?
best.
You know what's right after the Super Bowl? The Grammys, and she's usually chewing her boyfriend, her
Oh, yeah,
ex-boyfriend's
yeah,
up
yeah,
at the
yeah,
Grammys. Like,
He goes, well, how long does her relationship normally last? About 6 weeks.
I'm not a Swiftie myself, but I've heard.
Yeah, I'm not a Swiftie, but I've heard. And then he goes, well, 6 weeks. Oh, my God.
It's
That's
like a
something
Miami
I
game.
can-
Yeah.
That's the Miami game. Oh, God. It's not going to end well. Then again, he might do better. Also, you can't go wrong. Baby back ribs, a 6-pack of beer. Yeah, Philadelphia, definitely not.
Yeah, ribs.
My boys are always going to the Texas.
That's one thing I loved that
Come on.
draft. Oh, when we went to that rib place, that was so good.
Oh, dude,
Mhm.
slaps. That was good, man. That was real good.
See, they didn't do the tush push.
Yeah, Mark's giving up on the food now.
He's going tushes and stuff.
Yeah, this game sucks. We're talking slaps.
You're talking about Kansas City barbecue, man. Damn.
That was better than Texas barbecue, at least the one that we got.
True or not?
How y'all doing this to me, man? Y'all making me hungry.
You guys started it.
Ma!
Uh-oh.
When the Saints come marching in.
Here they come. Bill Carr
Their
throws a
car
pick.
is going to organize a drive.
All right, first.
Oh, Joris.
Here we go. This is why he gets paid all the big bucks. He drops back. He's lucky.
Oh, there it is.
Boom.
Taysom Hill. He can't throw to his receiver, but he can throw to this guy. That was a duck too. Teams would love for you to throw to Julio instead of them. Yeah, definitely throw it to Julio and not Devontae. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. All right, now you gotta give him credit. It was a good throw.
Good yeah, finally.
Now we gotta go for 2 here. Tie it up.
Started attacking that zone at the top.
Yeah. Well, that's what.
Did he get his other foot in bounds?
One.
A shin is 2. Yep, that's in.
Is it? I can't see.
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
your shin's
Yeah.
in, that counts as 2.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you got his knee in.
Yeah, I haven't seen the
If
other
your knee is down,
It
that
ain't the
counts.
Cowboys, so we're good.
There we go.
Shout out to Mike. Has been a member
My
for
God.
25 months. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, Mark, if
This-
you stop
this is
making
game right
racks and
here.
all that.
No, actually, I've got 2 new tailgate members. I got to make 2 of those.
No, I'm talking about the
And they
big
got the
stuff,
2-point.
like the
tie
racks
game.
and all that stuff.
Yeah, we still make that stuff.
Saints come marching in.
Do you get orders online still? And you just,
Yeah, I've got actually a bunch of shirts, and I've got a couple of prints I got to do, or Mike's actually doing those in the house.
Uh-oh. They picked.
it's a tie,
Tie
game.
game. God, please don't let this go to overtime.
That's
Please.
what I'm saying.
It was a big play
Look at
without
Derek
having the
Carr.
pick. He just stood
He
there.
just sliced the defense. What's up, Keon? I told you, right? I told you.
I tell you, this is a week-by-week league, like you said, Mark. I mean, a couple weeks ago, Jacksonville beat Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're
And Buffalo
Well,
beat Miami, and Miami
Niners
destroyed Denver.
win their Super Bowl against us and then go out and lose to a USFL quarterback. I didn't understand Cleveland's defense is good.
And of course, the Eagles, the greatest team of all time, lost to the Jets.
no Chubb, no Nick Chubb at
Well,
that.
I mean, we got abused for beating the Jets because you're without Rodgers.
Yeah.
You lost to the Jets without Rodgers. So you can't have it both ways. That's all I'm saying. You win who you win. You lose who you lose to. You know, it is what it is. That was a mouthful, but yeah.
They're partying in New Orleans right now.
You just want to sing.
No, I don't want to.
Now, I will say that's the only place that you should have Super Bowls. That city is perfect for a party and perfect for the Super Bowl because you can walk to the
What,
stadium.
you got stock in the city or
He got
something, dude?
No, I'm just saying. No, okay. You go to San Francisco. San Francisco is not in San Francisco. So they had like all the events and stuff in the city of San Francisco. Santa Clara is like 40 miles away. And the airport's in the middle of the two of them. It sucked. As much as I wanted to have a great Super Bowl in Dallas, it sucked. Sorry. They had a freaking ice storm, okay? And everything was spread out all over the place. You're driving all over the place in the snow and shit like that. You know, they're building temporary seats that they don't have a permit for, so you got like 9,000 people who bought tickets and you don't have to watch in a tent. You go to freaking New York, you got to go to New Jersey for the game. People were stuck at the stadium till 3 o'clock in the morning to get shuttled back to New York
All right,
City
so
to smell a city that smelled like piss.
All
Okay,
right, so it's better than that.
okay.
I think Vegas is going to be fun.
You don't think Tampa's a good place to have a Super Bowl?
Well, Tampa has a strip club on every corner,
I
so
like Tampa. I went there one time.
Tampa was okay. I
would
will
say
actually say
that the
Detroit was
Las Vegas
actually a great Super Bowl. I will say that Indianapolis was a great Super Bowl location.
Yeah, but maybe to access the
Yeah,
stadium.
Indianapolis,
Who the hell
everything-
wants to be in
everything is
Indianapolis
connected
in the
downtown.
winter?
Well, no, but see, everything is actually tied up through like tunnels and stuff. Once you're downtown, you don't have to get outside. Everything is connected.
Everything's connected.
They're used to doing events in cold weather that, you know, people understand. It's a cold weather city, but once you're there downtown, you don't need a coat. Same thing with Minneapolis. Minneapolis, all the buildings downtown are connected with tunnels.
Yeah, you're right. Vibrating higher. Ybor City is ridiculous.
Which one?
Ybor
No, in
City.
Tampa. Yeah, Ybor City. It does. Like
Got a lot of
I've been
Scientology
down
in
there,
Tampa,
and there's. Okay.
No, the thing I will say about San Francisco, though, was
So you might see
frickin-
Scientologists.
Yeah.
Stay out of my city.
San Francisco, the technology there, like if you had a 10-minute video, it takes like 2 seconds, it's up. Okay. The Wi-Fi is like everywhere down in San Francisco. Unlike at Dallas with AT&T. All right.
The older guy.
4 minutes and 43
I don't
seconds
know the
left to this crazy game.
It's like circumcising a mosquito. I want to hang with Jerry. I just don't think he should have anything to do with the football team.
Can we treat Dak like a Wi-Fi? and
I'd
turn
like
it
to
off
check
and turn
out
it
his
back
yacht.
on?
Oh, that should have been picked.
I just like to take a
Check
tour
out
of the
this-
yacht.
Going for it all.
Like my son.
Wow. This is going to go to overtime. I hate to say this.
They're going down.
Alan needs a Pete.
Say
Ooh,
Shut your
Lola.
mouth when you're talking to us.
You shut your mouth. I feel like you, Will Ferrell. You shut your mouth.
Alan Williams says he's got girls eyeing him.
Shut your mouth.
Well, you need to eye him back there, Alan.
Let the boy watch. Oh, sorry.
Mike and Linda. What's up, Mike and
Still plenty
Linda?
of time, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Mike and Linda says they live in Vegas.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
What?
I think that's going to be a good Super Bowl. Easy access, with the mass transit and everything to get over there. I've been by the stadium a few times when they were building it. I think that looks like it's a cool spot. I could see why New Orleans would be good, but I don't know. I've never been there, so I can't argue.
I mean, they're used to hosting big events and conventions and stuff. I mean, you think about how many times the Final Four has been there and things. Like I said, once you're there in New Orleans, you got the streetcars and all that. You've got all of the restaurants and the bars and the hotels, the casino. Everything is right there. So once you get there, you don't need a car. They definitely don't need a Derek Carr.
Yeah, they don't need a car either. Oh.
Arizona's a nice place to have a Super Bowl.
Arizona is. But that's another place, though. You do need a car. It's spread out. And that stadium looks like a UFO.
What is your prediction for the Cowboys' second half of the season? Jaquan White.
Is it the second half, or is it like another 2/3 of the season?
Well, I think they win 12. So I think it'll be 3 years in a row. Now that we shit to bed in Arizona, I think we end up winning 12 games again. So
pretty fair.
My prediction is they'll play 11 games.
They'll play 11?
Yeah, they'll play 11 games.
Oh, Carr's hurt.
Yeah, I think you're going to be pretty right on that one.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Carr's
hurt. Great.
Car broke down.
Oh, shit.
You got hit in the...
You got to call in the Uber now, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see what happened.
Check his
I
dips.
think you got hit in the family jewels.
Usually you're on your back when that happens.
I'm saying, check his dips.
He didn't get hit. Where did he get hit?
In the mommy daddy regions, the gooey gumdrop.
He pulled a groin.
See, he just grabbed for his crotch.
He pulled a groin muscle.
He's overworking it. That's the thing I can think of.
If that was a family jewels,
He's overworking the groin.
if that was a family jewels, it wouldn't have been that long.
Well, it's the big hands and all.
Yeah. He's looking for sympathy because it was for his fourth down. Oh, I got injured. That's why the pass was so bad. Oh, let me go to the tent. I suck so bad.
I think it was that sudden movement that he had to get out of that linebacker's way.
Oh, damn! He caught that. He caught that in stride.
They're already across the middle of the field.
Dude, I didn't
What
even see
is that punter doing? He's
Jeez.
There's nothing around there. Oh, wait.
So is Mike and Linda looking for
That's what
be an
saying.
Airbnb for the Super Bowl? I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend.
I got to start doing my research on Detroit.
Stay in Greektown.
No, for the draft.
I said stay in Greektown. Greektown is about 3 blocks from the stadium. And they've got the casinos, the restaurant, or stay at the Ren Center. That's nice, too. That's about another 2 blocks, and it's right on the river. That's the B.A.M. 5 towers that are up there. They're round cylinders. Toasted breakfast tacos. Okay. Hurt has been exposed. I'm sitting over on your channel.
April 25th through the 27th.
Kid Cowboys. Henry Hines is laying out. Welcome, Matt. Bigger than ever. Oh, and you know that's right.
Yassine Cowboy says Hurts has been exposed. I don't know about that, Yassine. I think Hurts, and it's not a slap on him. I think he breaks down big time when he doesn't have all the time. And when that offensive line is not giving him all day to throw, I think that's when he has an issue. And if you notice, his first instinct is to tuck
It's
it
to
and
run.
Yeah, it's his first instinct, and teams are picking up on it. At least the good teams. We won't. We'll leave it wide open, and he'll run for 40 yards. But yeah, the good teams who learn from their mistakes are shutting him right down. He says we need Derrick Henry. I would love for them to get Derrick Henry. I really would. I just don't see it happening. Mark would have a fast 5G for the stream. What do you mean? Coyote Cowboys good with me. Cowboys will show a little towards the end of the season. Save their best for the postseason. Can't save everything for the postseason, though, Coyote. Oof. We're gonna play.
Already past midfield, so he's got to get a couple of plays together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may win it. Oh, it's still 3.5 minutes, though.
Yeah, that's still
Look at Carr rallying the troops.
Stretch the groin.
I broke my back. My back is broken. Spinal.
I hear him say it. It's like, and then the ref, even the announcer, like, what? Wait. Like, your back? And like it's broken.
Oh, 3 minutes and 27 seconds left.
Okay, see, it's 2nd and 8.
Tied score. Jags get this win. They're 5-2.
Source on trade time. Oh, here we go. This source on trade deadline. Cowboys love Surtain. Untouchable? Question mark.
And they love Surtain in the draft when they really originally were looking at it. Doesn't mean anything.
An older guy and Stephon Gilmore. And a younger guy.
That's game.
That's game.
Game.
Shit. Shit. You scored too quick, though.
Yeah.
All right, let's see it.
Christian Kirk. Beam me up, Scotty.
Old Sunshine did it again.
Sunshine. Oh, boy. Who's the baby on prime time?
Guys, yesterday.
Yeah, I think there was more than 8 guys because I seen a list of like 8 guys, and I saw somebody else that was like listed another 5.
Yeah, they worked out a guard, Chris Glazer, guard Adam Pankey, guard Lachavius Simmons, tackle, a linebacker, 2 linebackers, a tight end, 2 tight ends.
Like an ex-Eagle linebacker, Bobby Johnson or something.
Yeah, it was. It was Buddy Johnson.
Buddy Johnson.
Buddy Lee, no Buddy Johnson.
All right, so 3 minutes. You think they can do anything with that?
Wait, of course, they got Derek
I
Carr.
don't want the game. I don't want the game to go into
they
overtime.
would do it just to spite us.
Give us some extra prime time. I mean, prime video. Okay.
It feels like one of those London games, but like
a
little bit more action.
Game, set, match. Yassine, not so fast. You got Derek Carr and one groin left. Or is it you only have one groin? I don't know. Do you have two groins? Left and a right? Or is it one big groin? I don't know.
There's a left and a right, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Phil says there's a left and a right groin. Looks like
That you can pull, yeah.
Looks like he pulled.
That you can pull, yeah.
Looks like he pulled.
Right. Let's get this right. What I'm saying here.
Well, I just want to make sure we have the groinage covered.
The groinage. Okay.
Oh,
a strike down the middle.
Yeah,
Maybe he
not
needs
to
to pull his groin more often.
Taysom Hill.
Oh, it's Taysom Hill. Oh, shit.
From all that catching back and forth that they do in warm-ups. You know.
We got Hill playing
Tay.
quarterback tonight. Okay.
Tay.
No, I'm not doing Tate.
They're making us look easy with Hill. Oh no, Carr's back in there now. Okay.
You know how
And the
cars are on.
two-point-
You know
and
how
the 2
cars
minute
are
warning.
on Hill.
Oh shit.
That's it, Kiana. Carr's back to throwing garbage time yards. He's the king of garbage time.
Second and inches.
Yeah, look at that. A 1 yard throw gets him.
8 yards.
Here's the deal. You scored a touchdown, you go for 2. He just did the smoking of weed signal. Dubage.
2 minute warning.
Oh, he's cussing again. He's mad again. Look, come on. Stop with the fake juice, Carr. Come on, man.
Oh, you're laughing at the guy.
Okay, you're as bad as the Asian lady with the acting. Oh God, no! Okay, come on,
Like
man.
Iceman when, like a top.
Oh, let me turn the ceiling fan on.
They were laughing at it. They were laughing. That was me laughing, dickhead. Let's see here. What we got? Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, that's
Lions and Ravens, that should be a good game.
What time do Eagles play?
They're a Sunday night game.
All right, so who's the 1 o'clock game?
Oh man.
Like what time to the left-hand ups play?
good, Brian.
Okay.
Oh, you know the 49ers are going to win. They're playing Kirk Cousins in prime time. So that could win for them.
You know, Kirk Cousins isn't as bad as, like Daniel Jones is like 1-12 or 1-13. I mean, Kirk Cousins in primetime is like 12 and 23 or something like that.
So we're gonna pick up Cousins.
Pick up Cousins. Who?
That's what you just said. That's what I
Man, you
heard.
guys gotta stop.
No, sorry with the.
Like I just battled through Brian, John, and like Mark just follows that.
Well, it's because Brian yawned, man.
Here we go. They're moving. They're already down to the 30-yard line. What are you talking about? He's slicing his defense up.
with one crotch.
Yeah, with one crotch.
With one groin.
Oh, wait.
Maybe he needs to pull his groin more often. I don't know.
It has to be his,
It's
like
one
pre-game
crotch.
ritual.
Oh shit!
Rumble
Alvin
and bumble.
Kamara.
One crotch to lead them all.
Oh shit! I'm not even trying on that one. No, this is fun.
Kid Cowboy One Nut Wonder. Oh no! 135.
One crotch to leave.
And
Look at that.
That's a big run.
it's a big run
That's
for a
got
guy with
big
one groin.
groinage there. That groin pulled a little bit right there. Pause. Jeez, man. These are brutal people. David ESQ. Fry, Shiegel, Fry on the road to misery. God damn, you guys are rough. Well, what's the recap of the game? Well, Derek Carr had serious groinage. What does that mean? He was in a lot of pain.
Is that why he was always yelling? I don't think that had to do with it.
Yeah, he's been yelling all night. He threw a
Oh
groin.
shit!
He yelled so hard his groin fell out. It's like a hernia. It's like a sports hernia. Oh, God, we're punchy. We're tired, people.
Yeah.
Feels
Yeah.
good when
we
you
just
pull
want
your groin.
we just want this
Dirty
game to
Sanchez, I don't know nothing about that. What the fuck is going on?
Dirty Sanchez is telling us too.
Yeah, the fact that Dirty Sanchez is telling us that speaks volumes.
Oh lordy.
Philly D wants Jacksonville. He's looking at tiebreakers.
First and goal.
Yeah, fuck.
39 seconds. What
That
was
wasn't even
that?
close.
Was an ugly pass. Second and goal.
Oh man.
I'm about to watch something.
I'll let you outside.
He's got to rub the football on his crotch before he throws it. That's
Second and goal. 36 seconds.
Get rid of the ball. He sucks.
He does.
Oh, now
He's holding his crap.
Yeah.
Did he pull the
they in trouble now.
That's the other side too.
He's unleashing the Kraken.
He's cussing everybody out.
That's the other side too. Like Ace Ventura.
Throw
I
me
had
the
to-
spear.
Yeah.
Third and goal.
It's in the bone. It's in the bone.
Speed of a mongoose.
They have to take a
Reflexes of
timeout.
cat. Now throw it. Just boom.
I think he is holding the other one now.
Tell
'Cause
you,
it was
he's
the-
holding
That was
other
the
one.
other one. I told you. So we have confirmed there's two.
Speed of a mongoose. Reflexes of a cat. Now throw it. It didn't even move. Boom.
People like Philip Rivers have three.
Look at him. Yeah. Peyton had
I heard he
4.
had a lot of help. He got like what,
A lot
16
of
kids?
kids. Yeah, he has like a whole Make-A-Wish like
Man.
thing going.
Peyton had 4 of them. Man up.
Hurt and groin.
All right, third and goal.
Tom Brady had one for each Super Bowl ring.
Brett had 6. Shut up.
Eagle fans, doesn't matter. Ours look better. Ours are better.
All right, Derek Carr. Here's your chance to be a hero.
Derek Carr. No groins left. Touchdown.
Oh God,
Oh,
dude! Oh my God,
Touchdown.
I look like
He-
Michael Gallup.
he was
so
literally.
worried about
Oh
getting his
my!
feet in.
He was like
was like
4
throwing
yards
stuff
from the sidelines. Look,
I'm about to watch it now.
I was a Michael
what
Gallup.
the?
Dude,
But-
that's... You can't...
He Clifford Franklin did.
Wide
Far for
open.
That was Clifford Franklin.
Wide open.
Oh, he's gonna yell at me.
I punched him
Fourth
right
and goal. Oh my God.
Fourth and groin. Bry guy says. He probably says.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Almost intercepted.
As game.
Wow.
He had,
Ran out of groin.
Who's he gonna yell at this
That's
time?
going to. That's good.
Who's gonna yell at this time? 'Cause that was a bad pass.
Well, that helps the NFC. There you go. Could you imagine being a fan of New Orleans?
That fan is mad.
You could go out and get something good to eat and get drunk, and see some boobies. That's not the worst thing.
Already then.
Yeah, but now Derek Carr leaves with a pulled crotch and a loss. Like,
Yeah, now he's got to leave with
guy.
no crotch. Or no, he's got a crotch, but no
win.
groins.
Yes.
His groins are loose. I'm so tired. This is ridiculous.
That's some backup
I'm just
noise.
glad it ain't going into overtime.
Yeah, that's honestly.
God bless. Always pay.
Wow. What a
That's
way to
because
lose
he's
a
not
game.
holding his groin right away. He's tugging it. Oh, Jesus. Really dirty Sanchez. Look at him.
I feel bad for the tight end, man.
No, I
Damn.
don't. You get paid. Catch the ball. He was so worried about his feet.
I'm gonna get cut.
Yeah, he probably should be. We could use a tight end.
Not him.
Okay, we've had ones that drop in the end zone already, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
We could use him.
I just had some popcorn.
All right, so I appreciate you guys.
Going blind. Dirty Sanchez, he's going blind because he pulled his groin.
Buddy choked the TD on third down.
Yeah, I seen it.
Tight end lost that
Tight end
game.
is crying. Yeah, there's no crying in football.
Kiana.
Don't tell. What was that guy from San Francisco? What was his name? The one that got drafted. He was crying. The one that caught the some touchdown to win the game. He was crying. What's his name?
Yeah, I can't think.
Oh, I can't think of his name.
For the 49ers?
Yeah, he was drafted by the 49ers. I swear he was a tight end. He was like, right when he was drafted, he was crying like crazy. And then like later on, like every time there was some kind of thing, even the guys on the sideline were like, man, let me talk to you. Quit crying for a second, man. Like,
well, I'd like to say that it's been fun, but it has been fun.
Vernon Davis.
You guys,
Smart
it was fun.
ass.
The game sucked, but
It was Vernon Davis.
Vernon Davis, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
That's it.
All right, so good people. I guess this means you're getting out of here. You getting ready to do your outro?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my outro, so you know.
Okay, I don't want to
Everybody,
talk through your outro. I can't hear it, so I didn't. I screwed you up on the last go round.
No, I'm joking. Loyal Cowboy, I will talk to you. Prime
I
time.
appreciate y'all.
Do you know when we're gonna do a show?
I have no idea.
All right, so we be on the alert, and I'll see everybody tomorrow afternoon for my lunchtime chat. Mark, anything you'd like to say?
I think we all need some sleep because we've been yelling like crazy.
Wow.
All right,
Tomorrow's
Peace
Friday. Get back to the
All right,
man
y'all take it
cave.
easy.
Late.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for being here and keeping me awake through this snooze fest of a game. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Oh, talking through you, aren't I?
Too late. It's good. I'm just about over. Bye, people.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing
Finish it
again.
off now.